Last Christmas, Micks Mowers brought you an unforgettable Christmas love story, starring some of the biggest names in the small engine community. This December, it is going to be even bigger and even better. An all-star lineup from your favorite channels: Bruce's Sheep, Chicanic, 805 Road King, Steve Small Engine Saloon, Mower Medic, Hayes Machinery, Musty One, 65 Ford, Terrell Fixes All, Double White 6, and of course, the big man himself, Micks Mowers, the Mower Man. Tune in from 6:30 p.m. UK time on Saturday, December 18th, where we'll get down and dirty. Please make sure you are subscribed to all these fantastic channels. We'll see you then.
We'll see you then. How you doing, people? And I'm a little bit late tonight, people. My internet decided to take a dump right before I went live. It just would not connect at all. So I'm going to say I might experience some internet issues. Okay. If I do, if the internet goes down, I might change up and go into the house. Okay. For some reason, it is really, really poor. My internet contract ran out 2 weeks ago, and I got a sneaky feeling they're trying to get me to get another contract in, but I'm not prepared to go with them because it's been playing up for the past 2 or 3 weeks. So do forgive me if the internet takes a bit of a dump. And if it does, as I say, I should just disconnect, go up into the house and do it from the kitchen, which is not brilliant, but you know, it's what it is. It says it's very, very poor right now. So give us a thumbs up if you can hear me, and if you can see me okay. It does say my internet is very, very poor. Seems okay. My end, says Dick. Okay, we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on and go from there, then, shall we? So anyway, welcome to Micks Mowers Show, live Saturday night with me, Micks Mowers. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a bit of a struggle today just to get things sorted out. It says okay. My internet says it's absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. It says here, my end. So we'll see how we'll see how we get on. It says my internet is communication is unstable. If you try to connect, I'm into the route already, so I'm doing all that anyway. So for whatever reason it is, it's saying it's bad, and it wouldn't even connect to 4G earlier on. I'm now running for 3G, and I had to reset it, take the old SIM card out, lick the SIM card, give it the magic rub, and get it to work. So hopefully it'll work for us, but we shall see. As I say, if not, then we'll go up into the house and go from there. So I hope you're all doing okay on this lovely Saturday night. The weather is absolutely coming. It's absolutely lashing down with rain. Love the new shed, Ricks. I'm jealous. Haven't seen it yet. So I hope you're doing okay. Don't forget that there are some community guidelines within my chat. And if you don't adhere to the community guidelines, which are there, then my moderators, who are dressed in blue, will take you out. They will delete your comment, they will time you out, and they will get rid of you out of the stream altogether. So that's just the way it goes. Image is a bit cloudy. Yeah, it says my internet is really, really bad this end. I've got a feeling it's my internet provider just trying to squeeze another contract out of me. Generally, it is bad at the beginning of a stream, and then it picks up a bit better as we move on into the stream. So we'll see how we get on. Almost 70 in the house. Fantastic, yeah, that is good. Give us a thumbs up on your way in. Time put suck. I don't know what that means. Give us a thumbs up on your way in or on your way out. I do work extremely hard to try and get these streams to work, and hopefully we'll have a good night tonight. Now I want to get a few things out of the way and sorted. First of all, you may or may not have seen it. Depends if you just come in. I'll play it again if you like for you, just very, very quickly. My mate James Hayes has now finished, or his mate Will, who does all the photography, has now finished our Christmas live stream. Here it is here.
Last Christmas, Micks Mowers brought you an unforgettable Christmas love story, starring some of the biggest names in the small engine community. This December, it is going to be even bigger and even better. An all-star lineup from your favorite channels: Bruce's Sheep, Chicanic, 805 Road King, Steve Small Engine Saloon, Mower Medic, Hayes Machinery, Musty One, 65 Ford, Terrell Fixes All, Double White 6, and of course, the big man himself, Micks Mowers, the Mower Man. Tune in from 6:30 p.m. UK time on Saturday, December 18th, where we'll get down and dirty. Please make sure you are subscribed to all these fantastic channels. We'll see you then.
So there you go. There is the Christmas lineup. Everyone has confirmed, apart from Musty One, who says if he can, he will come in. He did last year, but he hasn't confirmed because he can't. And all the other panelists may change at a moment's notice, because don't forget they are just normal family people running family and what have you. So they may cancel. If anyone does cancel, I will try and get someone replaced, but we just see how we get on. That will rock. Yeah, exactly that. It's too early, whatever that means. No idea. So that's that. So as you all know, I will try and continue with my internet as best I can. It may pick up. We should see. But I've got a feeling that, as I say, they are squeezing the internet down to try and get me to a new contract, which I'm willing to do if it worked properly, but it don't work properly. So, as you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, I went off with a couple of others up to Birmingham, and we went to visit the Saltex exhibition show, which was full of lawnmowers, tractors, strimmers, battery-powered equipment, petrol and diesel, and all that fantastic stuff. We had an absolutely connection very poor now. Yeah, I understand. There's not a lot I can do about it apart from going into a house. We'll see how we get on. It may improve. I may have to do a restart on my computer as well once I get some panelists up. We'll see how we get on. So we had a signal is bad, Mick. Okay, doesn't sound good. Do you want me to just do a quick restart and see if that picks it up any? It does say my connection is very, very poor. I know it does. Yeah, it says I'm connected and I've got a really good signal is what it says this end. Let me double check it's plugged in. Yeah, it's all plugged in mine. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do a quick restart on my laptop, see if that helps. And then I'll be back to you in 2 ticks. So just give us 2 seconds. It'll only take about 2 seconds to do it. So hopefully we'll be okay. Back. 81 on the house internet is a little bit better, not a lot, but it's a bit better apparently, so it says. And it's dropped again. All right, we'll see how we get on. If it gets too bad, let us know. I'll have to go into a house, people. There's nothing I can do about it. It's as simple as that. Mick just hit it with a hammer. I fix it. Yeah, okay. What I'll do is I'm going to put the link straight out, and that way we get some panelists up. And if I do have to move, then I can go up into a house. So let me just put the link out. There's a link for anyone who wants to come on up. In and out, very fuzzy. Yeah. It says I've got full signal strength here. There's something going on with my internet. I think they say they are just trying to squeeze it out because they want another contract out of me. Let me get some people up here first, then, and then if need be, I'll go up into the house and we'll go from there. Well, once I get people on the panel, I know what's going on. So even Ken's not connected at the moment. Neither's Hobby Motor. They're there, but I can't actually see them. Oh, it's a bugger, isn't it? Yeah, I can see Ken down there. There's Ken now. Ken's just come up.
It's like choppy. That's all. Your audio's all right.
Oh. Are you there, Ken?
Yeah, I can hear you good. It's just your video.
Yeah, you there?
Hello, Klaus. Can you hear me?
It's nowhere
Yeah,
near
I
as
can
good as
hear
what
you.
it normally is. Nowhere near as good.
Yeah, he's going in and out.
Yeah. Choppy.
Right, I can hear Klaus.
Hello, Klaus can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear Ken. Ken make a new froze now, I think. No, the lights are still going in the background, so he's just sitting very still.
I know. I see the lights going off in the background. He's playing.
Yeah.
That's all right.
That's one of the most frustrating things when that happens.
Oh yeah.
How you doing,
Maybe
Ken?
the neighborhood, they're playing with the internet. Who knows?
Yeah. How you doing,
Right,
Ken?
what I'll do is I'm
Good.
going to go up
Good
into
day.
I'm going to go up into the
Nice and
house,
cool.
gents. All right, I'll go up into the house and reconnect. Okay.
All right. No one else in the basement? I
Hey.
figured Brucey would be there.
Yeah. I guess it's just you and me ruling the world for a few
that's
minutes,
all right.
Ken. Yeah.
I got a lot of comments on my my videos today. That was interesting.
Yeah. Good ones or?
Oh yeah, no, definitely, especially about how I get work. Where
Yeah,
people just drop stuff off in the driveway and things like that. A lot of people are like, "What?" It's like, and then one guy asked about insurance, and I said, "Look, I put a disclaimer on my receipts, but for the most part, I practice what I preach. I do not disable safeties. I always use Loctite on mower bolts. I torque them. I do it the right way. I mean, there's no way that I'm contributing to a safety event. I try and make sure that when it leaves here, they understand how to operate it and all that. And we do review safety in a lot of cases, especially if it's, an older person or a woman or someone who doesn't really have the wherewithal. I'll try and explain as best I can, especially safety related,
Yeah. Here it's a bit different because if you go to a guy like me, first of all, it's cheaper.
Oh, definitely.
There's a reason for that.
Oh, yeah. I call it value added.
Yeah, yeah. No, but I mean, am I a trained licensed mechanic? No, I'm not.
Neither am I.
Yeah, no. So can I do it as good as a licensed mechanic on paper? No, I cannot. Hence the price. So you decide what you want to do. If you want it done by a pro or a dealer, go there, spend your money there.
Yeah. What I find though, Klaus, lately is most of the shops are 3 to 4 weeks backed up.
Yep.
Okay, where I can react usually in a couple of days, if not the same day, depending. Yep. I'm less than half the price, less than half of the dealers. Okay. I will guarantee my work. If there's a problem, I'll honor it. I'll guarantee it. I never have, knock wood, never have callbacks because I make sure it's done right. But if there's a case where something happens, I'll work with someone, But who are you going to call on a Sunday afternoon when your mower craps out? You know what I mean? I think you give up. You don't do Sundays, right? That's your day with your family, or
no, I do. If need be, I do Sundays.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I know a lot of guys won't. A lot of guys, Sunday, the Lord's Day, whatever, family, this and that. But
it is. But I'll take him to the workshop and teach him a trick or two. Okay. Nah, I'm kidding. No, the only thing I don't do it as you do, Ken, because I don't accept people just coming by. Yeah, my thing is by appointment only.
Okay. See, with me, a lot of it, Klaus, is the people that drop stuff off 95% of the time is past customers. If I look at the 21 years I've been doing it, I've tallied up about 600 different customers over the years, and I keep that list. And what's funny is, and I don't know how you are with this, but I'll remember every customer. I don't care who you are, what you are. If it was 20 years ago, I'll remember you, your machine, and what I did. It's just uncanny. I just have that memory. So when someone drops something off and says, "Hey, this is Fred from Southbury," you know what? I remember you, Fred. And just for whatever reason, something about small equipment. When you fix something and you put your time and your effort into it, you remember it. I do.
Yep. I sometimes I can struggle remembering the person. But when I see the mower, I'm completely aligned with it.
Absolutely.
It's kind of funny.
Especially if it's something that drove you nuts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But no, I have it that, people, they have to give me a call first. We make an appointment, and I'll make sure that I'm home at the time we agree. You come an hour later, I may not be home. It's that simple. And
I've had people that demand that I am home at a certain time, and I said, "Excuse me."
Yeah.
I've got a 9 to 5. I mean, my regular work is my bread and butter, pays the bills and everything else. And I'm on call 24/7. You guys have seen that. I mean, I can get a call at 3 a.m. Says, Kenny, we got a problem. I got to rush into the plant. This to me is coffee money, gravy money, lunch money. That's all it is to me. Or in most cases, buy that tool I want money.
Yeah, exactly. And I have the same thing. What I don't want is that if I decide on a Saturday evening or a Sunday, decide that, okay, family's coming over, we're having, I don't know, lunch or dinner or whatever. And all of a sudden some guy's dragging his mower through my driveway. that I don't want that. And so neither does my family. And it's, so mine is by appointment only.
Yeah. Most people will text me or call me or leave a message or whatever. But I had one guy literally 10 years ago put one of those ads on, what is it? I forget the name of it. One of these ads on the internet, Yahoo or one of these groups where he put my address and everything. And I said to him, I said, dude, why did you do that? And I've called Yelp. It's called Yelp. Yeah. And I called up Yelp and they wanted me to, do you want to pay? And have that? I said, guys, take me off your list. I said, I didn't give you permission to put, hey, Brucey, Brandon. I said, I didn't give you permission to put my address on your website. And I said, that's privacy, pal, you know, and it's still there. I mean, he gave me a great review and all that because it was a pro bono thing I did because his wife had cancer and I felt for the guy. So I did a little pro bono work, which I'll do once in a while. But I appreciate that he gave me a good review. But now you've blasted my physical location all over the world. And like I said, people just show up like I'm a store. And sometimes I don't like that.
Yeah. It's and particularly if it's in the time of like springtime when everybody wants a mower fixed.
Oh yeah.
It gets a little nutty.
Yeah.
Hi Bruce, Anders. How you doing?
Hey guys.
Brandon,
hi boys.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh yeah, Bruce, loud and clear.
Brucey, I did get your envelope, but I'm going to put it in one of my videos.
Right on.
Thank you.
Anders, I need your address.
Yes, I was just going to ask you. Do you have your email on your in the about section?
Right on. I'll
I will send an email. Bruce.
Anders,
Can you see the private chat, Anders?
Yes.
I'll put it in there.
Anders, your pen has come back. I got a letter back yesterday.
Okay.
It said, see.
It doesn't say address not sufficient, does it? Because that's what came back to me.
It says not. It says unclaimed.
Oh wow!
What?
There it is.
Is it a real address or a post office box?
It says unclaimed.
Wow. How do you get mail, Anders? Do you have a mailbox, or how do you get your mail delivered?
Yeah, of course. And everything from the UK is also, how to say, we have to pay tax and the customs fee. So, and I haven't received any info on that. So that's very strange. But
you have the same crappy mail company as I do. Anders,
yeah, we have how to say, we have a Danish Swedish corporation.
I see that you got your I see you got your Milwaukee stuff because you paid the tax on that, didn't you? I had an email come through to say that had been done.
Yeah, they charged me £25 for it.
That ain't bad. You still got about 60 quid worth of gear.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's just the we don't like to pay tax fees. That's all.
Stella, how
is everyone? How is everyone?
Good.
Doing okay. You're now live. You're now live from the Micks Mowers kitchen because
I know.
It's just my internet provider have decided that now my contract ended last week and I haven't decided to renew the contract and just sort of pay as you go.
Yeah.
They're now turning the tap to say, actually, you might need to redo your contract, otherwise you're not going to get no internet. So
those flipping communications companies get you every time.
Exactly.
Since they lost the good people like Bruce, they've gone straight downhill.
It's just,
how do you get the internet out to your shed anyway? Is it a line or is it like Wi-Fi?
It's Wi-Fi. It's a wireless router, which back in the day, I've had it 2 years. First year and a half, it ran without a problem. Absolutely beautiful.
I think there's a timer in them.
Possibly, but then the 4G started mucking about, so I went over to 3G, which was fine, is okay, but now the 3G is now mucking about, which is funny enough. As soon as my broadband contract ran out, so yeah. Anyway, that's what it is.
I have to jump in after 6 p.m. at night. I can hardly even load a Google page.
Really?
It's not fair, but I use a Hawaii router, which has been fine. So I'm going to fibers and.
But Mick, do you have fiber from the start, or what do you have for connection into the house?
I've just got a normal electric cable runs all the way down. It's all been plumbed in properly, and then you just plug in this wireless router. It picks up a 4G signal, and it does
it. 4G. All right. Okay.
It's been absolutely faultless right up until the last 6 months. It started getting worse and worse. And when we tested the line, it's the 4G is working fine. No, it's not. Here's my line speeds from 6 months ago, and here they are what they are now, and that's crap. So
it's a common problem.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of providers around here that are turning off 3G off of the towers. So as they turn that off, I think the signal gets harder and harder for you to pick up. Might be that your thing is jumping between 3G and 4G.
No, well, I make sure it didn't do that because it was doing that. So I locked it to 3G.
Gotcha.
Somewhere along the line, someone's done something to a network in the local area. They've mucked with it, and that's what's happened. It was probably a younger version of Bruce walking down.
Every time you see a white truck parked at a green box 1 block away from the house, you know you're screwed.
Yeah.
That's right.
So that's that. So yeah, Anders, yours has come back. Brucey, I got your stickers. They turned up yesterday or day before. Funnily enough, they didn't even make. I got a post box outside. Didn't even make it as far as the post box. The postman just threw it on the floor.
You saw my picture.
That's pretty much it. So I was very lucky to get it. Actually, I wasn't on the doorstep.
So
I got
of the three now, Anders is already sending me his address, Mick, and then it's Sparky and
Conquer.
No, I got Conquer. Sparky and whatever was in the email, the other one.
Yeah, I'll just.
I've only got two, so don't worry about it. I'll handle it from here. Mrs. P will handle it from here.
If not Bruce, I can just follow the instruction minus Anders. It's no biggie.
I'm giving her 1,000 Bruce bucks.
Oh, word, that's quite a lot, Bruce.
Well, a Bruce buck can be worth 50 cents or 5 cents or $2,000. I mean, it's like Bitcoin.
Depends on the situation.
So what did you put in the older email, Bruce? Let me just have a quick little look without reading too much.
Well, we got Anders looked after.
Anders is looked after. Brucey boy, there he is.
Sparky and
Sparky. Oh, so you want me to send some to Sparky and to Hayes?
Right, Hayes.
Yeah, that's cool.
For some reason, he wouldn't answer my email or something. I don't know. Could be the wrong email.
Well, James Hayes, he's quite arrogant like that. Doesn't always answer the phone either. It's just the way he is.
It's those posh UK Englishmen.
Independently rich businessmen.
I've got 102 in the house, so 104. So give us some thumbs up on the way. I've got Steve down in the basement.
Already done.
Bruce,
hey, Steve.
Ever since he met Colin first, his head is like.
Yeah.
I got your sticker up, buddy.
Did everyone see my Christmas intro? You all see that?
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
that's
very
right,
well.
man.
Yeah, that's good.
It's cool, eh? I did it in like 10 minutes. Didn't take me long.
Yeah, it didn't take you any time at all. You just phoned James.
Phone James up and James give it the wheel. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Hey, I got a question on that. The voice in that, is that Will?
No, it's actually James, but I think he was either in a well or fell down like a cliff edge or something. Oh, it was very windy.
He must have had his wife there. He was trying to do a little Barry White, you know.
Yeah, it's actually very, very good.
It's good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Yeah, hey Mick, you're gonna send me that so I can put it out on social media, right?
So the consensus is what I would like to do with it is obviously send it to all the panelists, so you can either put it on your Instagram, Twitterizer, whatever you've got, and or if you're going to do a video, you just got it there in your arsenal to put it in the front or the end, or you just sort of slip it into the video and you can just advertise it via your normal YouTube video networking.
Yeah.
And then everybody else wants it as well, who's got someone like yourself, Ken, or you, Klaus, or Anders. If you've got your own channels and Brandon and Lawnmower Lady, if you want it as well, you can put it into your videos as well and just advertise it through that network as well. Because you never know, you might pick up 5 or 10 people on each channel and get more and more in there.
That would be good.
Yeah. I know Will worked very hard, particularly hard, because James was the last person to send his thumbs up video in out of all of us. He was actually managing the video, and he was last to send it in.
So how do I get it? I was not listening. I just like in school.
I will send it to you, Bruce, either via email or via Dropbox or Google Drive. You'll get an email alert to say you have a shared box. You just go into it, you click into it, and you download it.
Dropbox works for me.
Yeah, okay. I'll figure it out. It's only about 53 seconds long, Bruce. So I emailed it off of WhatsApp to myself, so I should be able to send it via standard email to you. And then you just download it onto your PC, put it into your video, and away it goes.
Is Henry around?
So say again, Steve.
Oh, I was just going to say, I want to do nothing. Well, not nothing, but I want to just take that whole clip right there and just put it on my community tab. Nothing else but just that clip.
Yeah, can we do that, Mick?
You can do whatever you like with it. It's literally the
shareware.
The more advertising we do on it, the better it's going to be for everyone.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. So,
I can't wait till April gets home. She hasn't seen it yet. And I saw it on Mandit Man. We were on Mandit Man, and you put that up just on your phone or something, right?
Yeah.
I can't wait till April gets home. I got to show her that, and she's just going to go right on. That's cool, man.
It should be. In fact, what I can probably do, actually, I can probably do that whilst we're streaming now. Actually, whilst we're yakking.
The greatest names in the small engine community. I was very surprised to see me up there.
Well, it's how you came in so vigorously. You jumped in.
That's me.
That's Bruce. Nana's here. She's got her pajamas on. Here's Nana. Hi, Nana.
Hi, Nana.
Hi, Nana.
Hi, Nana.
Hey, you've got the striped curtains instead of Luke's dotted curtains.
Yeah.
This is going to be good.
I was going to mention the curtains.
On a Turkish bath.
Have you got underwear on? You want to have? It's very cold. It's cold out there. Let's try.
I think we got a glimpse of Nana last night on Luke's stream.
Yeah, you won't like this. They're pulling dentures out.
Too many mirrors in the room.
Yeah, you ever see those videos where you can see the reflection? You're like, whoa, I can see the reflection in that teapot.
Ask Conker all about it. Yeah, tell you all about it. Right, there you go. Right, so Bruce, yours is on its way.
Yeah, I hate to admit, many years ago when I was on a tour one time, we all had seats on the bus turned around, so we played poker in the back. And so I would sit there and look at the reflection in the window, and I could see what everyone's cards were. It was really horrible.
I'm a really bad poker player.
Oh, I am too. I'm terrible.
Here's me with a good hand.
That's right.
Hey, Mick, I just got your notification right now that you're going live.
Yeah, it's bad.
Half an hour exactly late.
Wow. Yeah, Mick, are you on cellular now? What are you on?
No, this is a standard, Sky broadband. Lawnmower lady. So Steve, Ken, Klaus, Anders, and Bruce, you now have the file been emailed to you directly.
Okay, I saw something.
Awesome.
Lawnmower lady, there's yours as well. You've got it as well if you want it for your own channel.
Thank you.
And I'll just if anyone wants it, if anyone wants a copy of the video to put onto their own networking streams, there's my email address there. Just hook me up and
do we just attach that just like a photo then?
I can't believe it made it as an MP4, Mick.
Yeah.
It's because I think it's because I converted it to MP4. I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Usually I can't email anything that big. So
it's funny though. I see the video, but then I see something about a wish list on the email as well.
Yeah, on the bottom of my email, you see about my wish list.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to put my wish list up just to keep up. I don't even know how to do it.
Me neither.
You know what? I think I'm getting old. Oh, I am old.
I wish I had a wish list.
You're not old, Bruce.
No, you're not old.
It's all in the head.
Mature.
Yeah. You know what really scares me?
Hey, what did you just say, Andy? What did you just say? All in your head.
Yeah, it's all in the head.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, that's because you're still young. Anybody that says, "Oh, you're only as old as you feel," I'm going, "Oh my God."
I'm getting there myself.
You know, I do pretty good with these crooked old buggers, don't I?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least you have some hair left, Bruce. I lost all of mine.
Yeah. Well, grass doesn't grow in a busy street, right?
No, it don't. You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it cold in there, Stella?
Yes, I just realized. I just turned on my heater. I just realized I can see my breath.
Oh my God! You're not even smoking.
No, we're not. We've had a couple of cold snaps. I might have lost all my tomatoes. What's left of them? We'll see what happens.
Man, mine have been out since the end of September. You know that.
Yeah. No, we usually get a little freeze at the end of October, beginning of November, and if I can get them through that one, I can still be eating little tomatoes in December. So that's what I'm hoping.
Hey, did you guys see Henry's yard?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. Henry wants to link, Mick.
Yeah, man.
Henry, beautiful yard, buddy. I know you're watching.
I've actually been there, and it's funny
Coming
because
up now.
on the border, it's mostly like small engines and tractors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you still got a boneyard then? It looks like it's
Oh my
it looks
God.
like a Kennedy backyard, you know.
Yeah.
It looks, you know, one thing out of place and he's in trouble.
Rich from Mows and Blows. If you want a copy of the video, just email me saying Christmas stream, and I'll send it out to you.
I might
Otherwise,
even
I'll
use
be
that
doing
as
emails, I'm doing emails all night.
I might even put that in as like a, what do you call it? A trailer?
Yeah,
trailer.
Oh, yeah, we can do that too. Yeah.
Cause I can put it on my community tab. That's a great idea.
That's what I'm thinking. That is a trailer. You put it on your community tab. Yeah.
But I'm thinking that somebody really compressed that video for you because it's only like 9 point some whatever it is megabytes. So yeah, that's great. He compressed that for you.
I have some very intelligent people work for me. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely.
Must be nice.
Yeah, really.
Hi, Henry.
Hi, Henry.
Henry.
Hello. Henry.
Yo.
How's everybody doing?
You're a gardener, dude.
Gardener? Yeah. Try to be.
It's a nice looking yard. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Must be
respect,
nice.
man.
If I had weather like that, oh.
Hey, Mick, how did you send that to me?
Email.
It must be the time change. I haven't got it yet. That's okay.
You haven't
It'll
heard of
come.
email?
It'll come.
Do you know what email is?
In your spam
Steve, do you know what
folder,
email
too.
is?
Maybe it went spam.
No, because nothing goes in your spam folder if you've already replied to it, because then it knows it's not spam. You've already, you know.
Yeah, it's been sent to you, Steve. Yeah, you got. I'm sure it's the right email.
Yeah, it just hasn't showed up yet.
I was showing your card to a good friend yesterday, Steve, and he like, this guy's on Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, website.
Oh, what, my business card?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Man, you must be busy.
It was
or
funny.
Or April's very busy.
No, April's busy.
At work, he goes, "You know that guy?" Like it's like
no way.
Like I met Frank Sinatra or something. I was like, "Oh yeah, I know that guy."
Yeah.
So what happened here? I fell asleep waiting for Mick to come on.
The daylight savings time. I was here an hour early. I even emailed Mick. What the hell's going on? We don't change over till tonight.
Right.
Yeah. We used to do it last week, but now we follow the Americans.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so that's why it was late. I was sitting there going, maybe he's not on today.
Yeah, I even sent you an email saying, you coming on tonight or what?
I've only just got that email now, Henry.
Did you?
Now, yeah. I had got internet issues down with shared for some reason, so.
Yeah, but you guys changed the clocks back later than us, huh?
Yeah, what it is, we did it before you, but you guys are just behind us a week.
Yeah, I know, but when we change them again,
in the fall.
Yeah. In the fall, you guys, in the spring, you guys change them later than we do.
Yeah, a week later usually.
Yeah.
I just wish we wouldn't change them at all. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
that
such
would be nice.
such a throwback. It's an anachronism to all those times when you really needed the daylight hours at certain times. You
There's
didn't
that
need.
one place in Indiana that doesn't do it. They keep it.
Yes, and Arizona too. I think
Yeah,
aren't they
wonderful,
always
yeah.
on not on daylight savings time or
Central,
regular standard time? I don't know.
We just had a plebiscite on whether we should keep daylight saving time or not, but our stupid premier wanted us to go to the same time as Saskatchewan instead of just keeping it on Mountain Standard Time where we've been for hundreds of years. So then we're in the same time frame as Saskatchewan, which just doesn't make sense because we're so far west. We're a full time zone west.
Yeah. Did you know that China is so big it covers 3 time zones? But they only go by the middle one. In China, there's one. Technically, there's 3 time zones across China, but they only go by the middle one, so to keep everything even. Yeah.
But
What is the
Canada
time
has
zone
5 time zones, eh?
from east to west?
Canada has 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, 4.5.
Newfoundland, 4:30.
Yeah, that's right. Newfoundland. Remember those old TV shows Bruce would say, hey, this TV show is going to be on at 8 o'clock, 8:30 in Newfoundland.
Watch Peter Mansbrin's International at CBC, 8 o'clock, 8:30 Newfoundland.
Yep, that's what it was. Yeah.
So Jason Gardner says, who went to Saltex and did you enjoy it? Yeah, I went along with my mate James Hayes. We went over there with
Pete Froud.
And Conker turned up in his mobility Ferrari.
I saw Stuart.
Well, I'm surprised you saw Stuart because I didn't know he was only 4 foot tall. He is so short.
He made a cameo appearance in the last 3 seconds of your video.
I could put him in my pocket. He's that small. I didn't know he's that small.
Well, remember, he's a lord. Aren't lords supposed to be?
Yeah.
It was.
Stu was walking around as you were videoing. I seen him wave, and then I saw him with Conker, and then he came in at the end again.
It was quite funny because there were parts where Conker was trying to give me a bit of stick to some of the dealers and what have you, or the manufacturers, like he does. So I was just like shouting out, "Time to go home now, yeah? Want to go home?"
No way.
And he was not happy about that at all. He was not happy. But no, it's quite a good evening. We started off with went to a premiere and we had something to eat, a very nice meal where James had 10 hot wings to himself or barbecue wings to himself and didn't share them. Then we all had something to eat. I think James had gammon. I had a little burger. Conker just had a bowl of dog food. And Stuart had a lasagna, and then they all decided to buy me beer all night, which is quite nice. So I didn't actually pay for a pint all night long. It's absolutely lovely.
Well, that's good. Have you ever had dog food with beer poured on top of it?
No, it's not something I do. We do it in Devon.
Yeah.
But I drank 8 pints, and it was very nice because it was extremely free. So it went down even nicer.
Must be nice to have friends.
Oh, well, I had to pay for them, so to be fair, we're not really friends. So we done that, and then we got up in the morning and we had breakfast together, which was quite nice. And then we went down to the exhibition. The exhibition in itself, I was talking about it on Luke's channel, on Mendit Man's channel.
Who's got a radio on?
I think it might be Steve.
I got my thing turned down really low. Is it me?
It might be
Here, I'll be me.
Just mute yourself up a bit.
Yeah. Hey, Mick, you look good with a different color on besides black. Whoa!
I saw red. I thought it was going to be.
Wow!
Spent
Nice.
some more money, did you?
Well, it's super chat money, Bruce. I can afford to.
Yeah, these are one of those.
At the moment, I haven't figured out a way for Amazon wishes just to send you money, but I will figure that out. But some of the exhibitions they had over at Saltex. I see Bruce has got his big dog on. Look, he's got his big dog.
Nice.
Right.
So some of the exhibitions and stands there were absolutely amazing. Some of the battery powered equipment they've got, and I know I know we're all petrol heads, right?
No. That Ego zero turn looked like a race car.
Well, if you look at James Hayes' video, actually of that Ego, he absolutely ragged it. He ragged it to pieces up and down his field, and it just put up with.
Now, when you rag something over here, that means you hate it.
No. Over here, when you rag it, it means you put it through its paces.
Oh.
So,
you old mucker.
Me old mucker. Someone.
I call that flogging.
Over here, flogging means something completely different.
Yeah, I said if I called somebody you old mucker, we'd have to meet behind the school at 4:30.
Yeah.
I love the electric reel mower, the big long reel mower with the electric. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was cool. That's a big one.
Was that the Dennis?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, but the Dennises, they're used for like cutting the Lords and Wembley Stadium and all that sort of stuff. But they've actually not only they've got their own battery system, they've actually got an ECU unit on top of that, which manages the batteries and the motors on top. So it's a bit like a car computer. You know, it's so intelligent.
The Tesla of mowers.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. But I was just looking because I'm a petrol head, you know, and I was a bit dubious of some of the commercial equipment, and I honestly believe we're not that far away from the commercial guys being able to fulfill their duty.
Oh yeah,
with no problems.
Yep.
With no problem. However, I think there is still a place for petrol, but if the machine's not going to be made affordable enough for the home user,
right? That's the key, right?
Yeah. I think they're going to do like they do here. They give you rebates, like with electric and hybrid cars. They'll probably end up doing that with tax rebates to the commercial guys, so they can offset some of the expense.
Mm.
Yeah. And also, I think people will discover that when it comes to repairs, options are more limited than they are on a petrol machine.
Yes.
If your engine starts to go a little funky, that's going to cost you a brand new engine.
Right.
Yeah.
Because no backyard mechanic, as it is today, will be able to fix it.
Or a brand new ECU is what it's going to be, because that's going to be all integrated with not only the battery, how the charge on the battery, how much it can do, but then how much the motor draws off of that battery. It's all going to be computer stuff. And, you know, you'll wind up in a lot of situations. I mean, I try not to throw many parts at things, but, you know, I don't like to be a parts replacer, but that's what you're going to wind up doing with all the electric stuff.
And also,
you're not going to leave them in the rain either.
No.
Just once.
Outside under an unfinished deck.
Right.
What's that hat? This hat was given away free, Ken, at Saltex. There's a company called WeBang, which are a commercial grade bit of kit. Pete Froud was a bit upset that I managed to get about 3 hats and he didn't get one. And I also walked away with about 150 pens as well, and some NGK t-shirts and what have you. So yeah, I did really well in the freebie selection, but you knew I would do, right? So I got quite a few freebies out of it. It's all down the shed. I was going to show you all tonight, but obviously internet said I couldn't. So I was talking to NGK all about the Chinese copy stuff coming through, and they did say there's not a lot they can do about it, and they are actually managing to close down shops in China for making the fake spark plugs, but said as soon as they shut one down,
another one pops up.
Another one pops straight up. You know.
Okay, I pulled the weird plug out of a 4-stroke strimmer last week, and it said Pacific Rim on it or something. I've never ever Pacific Rim or Pacific Coast. You knew it. I thought there was only 85 countries on the Pacific, right?
That would be Southeast Asia.
I pulled a plug out of a lawnmower this week, which was a Subaru overhead valve engine. It had a torch plug in it.
Yeah.
Took it out, put in an overhead plug, pulled the cord, and it was hydro locked. So I took the plug out, pulled the cord, it was fine, put the plug back in again, and the terminal was shut. So even some overhead valve engines Now we don't take the BP the NGK spark plugs. We don't take the BPR6ES plugs. It's the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Bruce. Ooh,
like the RJ12YC, like that one.
The
Briggs.
I think the 7H over here, one we use, and the NGK. I've not seen it before. And was quite confused.
But was it just a different heat range or a different
length?
Different length. The length was a quarter shorter than a BPRF 6ES and a quarter longer than an NGK B2LN.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, I've seen those. That's
it's the first one I've seen.
I've got a couple in my stash.
No doubt Henry's got one under his armchair, like he normally does.
WXL17.
Let's have a look.
W6L17 trick.
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah.
I've seen some of those coming in some stuff.
That's a two-stroke.
That's what came in for what do you call Echo parts.
Right.
Yeah, I ordered a carburetor, and in the bag there was a carburetor with a whole bunch of other crap.
Yeah.
And crap.
You got an NGK T-shirt? Yeah, I got. In fact, I got two because right, they give me an NGK woolly hat or a beanie. They gave me some key rings, some coasters, a mouse mat, and a T-shirt. And then the bloke come up to me and said, "Do you know what? I might have to give you this T-shirt because this T-shirt is a one-size-fits-all kind of T-shirt." So I don't know what he was trying to say to me.
Just like pantyhose, eh? One size fits nobody.
But it was really good talking to NGK because
it's funny you say that.
They had a lot of information about the copy stuff coming out, and they are working really, really hard. The biggest problem they have is that they can't get the plugs out fast enough. And it's the big companies like Amazon that are not even trying to quality control the genuine stuff, whereas they used to. But now Amazon do a third-party side to it. They're not even quality controlling if the stuff is genuine, or even if it's written as genuine. They're just not bothered.
They can't police that. There's no way that they can do that. They can only turn stuff off with enough complaints from people that says this is not legit. So if there's a way for you to go through Amazon and tell them that this is not legit, then that will sooner get those people off the platform.
Yeah, but then all we're going to do is get a new email and start a new platform.
Right.
But I think Amazon and eBay at some point will be forced to do something, particularly if they sell in Europe or within the European Union,
right?
Because it's not illegal. It's illegal to sell it, and since they are mentioned as seller, that they're going to have issues if they don't start getting their act together.
Hey,
well, that's probably why they say sold by so and so forth and fulfilled by Amazon. That's probably their get out of jail for free card. I assume. I don't know if you see that on your end, but that's what they do here.
Oh yeah, but I don't think they can run away from it because my payment goes to Amazon.
That is correct. So you are right.
And that's
Mark says, can we tell the difference between NGK spark plugs genuine and fake? Well, the answer is yes, you can to a degree. Even just the simplest things like the copy carburetors, you can tell by the weight, you can tell by the quality of
but the box too, the box that they come in.
Sometimes the box and sometimes the writing doesn't even say NGK on it. It say NRK or something similar like that. But unfortunately, the only way to really test it is to put it in the machine and run it for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and see if it's still running. Afterwards.
Sometimes the plating on the plugs too. The plating on the Chinese ones are a lot brighter. It's a cheaper plating.
Yeah, they're glittery. I got one that said it was a Chinese plug, and it said right on the plug J19LM.
Yeah,
right on the plug. Like how gutsy is that? And it was only a 3/4 inch. Socket, not a 13/16.
Yep,
that's weird. It's weird, but it's the same with like the Briggs and Strat. If you take the diaphragm and gaskets, it's always a topic of conversation on here.
Right.
You go onto a reputable seller that looks like a reputable seller. They've got 9,000 items sold with 99.9% feedback.
5-star.
They got a picture. They got a picture of a genuine product labeling, it's all there, and it turns up in a sandwich bag.
Yeah. Yep.
I got a take off for just a minute? I got homemade soup warming up.
Ooh, bowl.
I had mine an hour early because of the daylight savings time. I blew it.
So I mean, if you're concerned about getting genuine stuff, then the easy answer is to buy from a genuine dealer. That's
right.
Yeah, that's all I can say. I mean, even some dealers, like in my area, lawnmower shops who just do repairs, they're not even using genuine stuff. So it may pay just to go straight to a reputable dealer like Hayes Machinery and buy direct, because if you don't, then that's where you're going to have an issue.
And my dealers have issues with quantity too. If he orders 200, they're only giving him say 100.
Yeah.
Well, I give the people that bring me equipment, I give them the choice. I say, look, I can do this for this price, or I can do that for a lower price, and let them make the decision. And I give them all the pitfalls. I say, here's the potential problems that you may or may not have. Tell me what you want me to do, and I will do what they want me to do.
Yeah, but a customer shouldn't yell and scream about $2. You know what I mean?
I know.
That's true. That's true. Except for some things, like this little thing I just did, whatever it was, that little auger I did, I can get a new carburetor for it, but by the time you pay shipping and everything, it's $75, $80 for that, and he can buy a whole new machine. I've already got another $75 in it already. He's already way past the halfway point at that point.
Yeah, so it's mad. Someone.
Hey, Mick, is it me?
Yeah, a little bit, Steve. Yeah, it's doable, mate. It's not a problem.
I'll turn it down a little bit more.
Thing is,
Bill says
that carburetor, the Comsa that I just rebuilt, that was an old blower, and
can't say that word on my stream. Hang on, sorry.
Take Bill's question.
But it was rebuildable.
It was rebuildable.
Michael says, was it Michael? No, Bill says, what is your take on the Briggs spark plugs? But the funny thing is that lots of Briggs engines now are not coming with a Briggs spark plug. They're coming with torch plugs and other stuff.
Yeah,
they're not even coming with a high quality plug. But the actual Briggs spark plugs now that you can buy separately.
Terrible.
For about £5. I quite like the overhead ones, Bruce. I quite like.
Briggs plugs were always made by Champion, though, initially.
Right. Yeah. The old Briggs ones were Champions on the older equipment. I don't know what they do with the newer stuff, but
I think it's still
that 5861 or whatever it is. You can't measure it with an ohm meter. It measures open.
Yeah.
What, this one does?
No, it's the newer one that comes on the Briggs. It has a finer point.
Oh, you mean the
5861 or something like that.
These guys right here, the RJCY blah blah blah, whatever that one is. Is that what you're talking about?
No, it's like a RJ19LM, but it's a 5861 and it has a finer tip.
Oh, see, I don't think I've run into those yet. This is my thing of empty spark plugs that I will eventually take to the recycler. I think
they have a neon fire in them, and you can't measure voltage through it.
Really?
Or ohm. You can't measure resistance.
Interesting, because it's what, infinite resistance?
I think it's
it's an open short.
It's open, and then when the spark hits it, something happens, and the spark makes it through, but not an ohm meter measurement.
Even on an old analog
I did a video
meter?
on them. I did a video on it.
Did you do it with an old iron vein meter? That's often, sometimes you can't see it on digital meters. They're too fast, and the old iron vein meter can show you.
No, I did not. I don't have an old Simpson.
I thought you said you did.
Well, it's so old. It's one of the. Yeah, I got one. It's in the back. I got it.
It's in the back.
I got it when I was in high school. Can you imagine how old that is?
That triplet that I have is not much older than that. So
they actually had high schools back in that day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Mick.
They're called
Mick, I think James Hayes is asking for a link.
Yeah,
I think that's what that means.
Where I'm not seeing room for a little one.
Yeah. I think that's a polite way of saying, "Where's the link?"
I'll post it.
There's a link.
So you can just scroll backwards.
There's a link. How you doing,
sometimes it times out though, Stella. I've done that before where it's gone off the top.
Right, you're right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ken.
It's got that real tiny look.
Right, Bree?
There's two kinds of those.
Hello. How y'all
Hi,
doing?
Bree. How are you?
Hi,
Good.
Janet. How you doing?
Doing great.
Good to see you.
You're very quiet, Bree.
I know. I'm just trying to, bust in on this. I missed y'all for the last couple weeks.
You know what it's like. If you don't speak up, you snooze, you lose. It's as simple as that.
I know.
You know what it's like.
I will.
I'm glad I'm not the only person that has fuel issues. I saw your video there.
Which one?
You commented or something about.
On your video?
Yeah.
I did. I had put a little gas in it to, just check that fuel pitcock, and then didn't even think about it. We went out there and tried starting it and pulling on it, and it would start and die. Yeah. Yeah,
So
I was in there.
I harp about fuel. I harp about fuel, and then I don't check the fuel in the tank when I'm fixing an old Briggs.
Yeah.
Which one is that, Ken?
No, but see how thick that is, the electrode?
That's a normal one.
That's a normal one. And then when you look at the other one, hold on. Look at the other one. Oh, that's the one Bruce is talking about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that's like the NGK Iridium line of stuff. That's
58.
supposedly a better, stronger spark or whatnot. That goes in a lot of.
Well, there's more than one type of those, and there's one that doesn't measure resistance.
Right. Well, they normally put those in fuel injected engines. That's what I've seen more on my end of things is the fuel injected stuff. So.
Anyway, sorry.
Anyway. Cool. So have we all had a busy week? What have you been up to, Ken? I see you've been having people stuff dumping on your driveway this week.
Oh yeah, it's starting to get cool now. Frost on the grass and the leaves are coming down. So I did that foliage video, which a lot of people enjoyed. The colors are absolutely gorgeous here.
Yeah, it was good.
I see that.
That was nice.
Beautiful.
So have you been busy machining or?
Oh yeah, tons of stuff, tons. I mean, the driveway's full and snow equipment. I'm on my third thrower already.
Are you really?
Wow.
I just see that Bree mentioned about she's getting her first snowblower coming in, so she's super excited about that.
I've never seen one before in person, so yeah, I'm super excited.
Join the club. I've never even wouldn't know how to turn one on. I had no idea.
I have no clue.
Nick wouldn't like it because it's got the T word on it. So
yeah,
you get good at idlers. They got a lot of pulleys in them.
Do they?
Actually, today was a Toro 621, the fourth cycle stage.
Yeah,
came in for a paddle job, so that was good.
Yeah, that's okay.
Good.
Yeah,
a paddle job, that means something different in Canada, buddy.
You know what? I just had this feeling you was going to talk about. What about you? What about you, Klaus? Have you been busy? I dare say you have.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I've done a front-mounted mower. One of those Stigas. You call them mount fields, I think.
Yeah.
It's GGP product where the cutting deck is mounted in front.
Yeah.
And it steers on the rear. Did one of those, and I worked on a plain regular GX 160.
That's always
GX 160, a Honda.
Okay.
Hey, you want to hear something cool?
Yeah.
About a GX? Now that you're talking about a Honda GX 160.
Oh, wait. For a minute there, I thought you was going to say something about the text message you got last night.
Wait, is this another Walbro ad?
How do you know that? How do you know that, Ken?
Because Walbro's like your stepbrother,
Yeah.
I put your sticker up.
And some people say I have no shame.
Walbro pays me.
List. He has a Walbro list.
Unbelievable.
So what was the fun part, Steve?
Yeah, yes, it is Walbro.
You could read the guy like a book. Right?
I don't know how you knew that. That's crazy.
You should have just walked away from that. You just said no.
With the hair,
Well, I emailed. I saw something, and I emailed the lead engineer at Walbro. His name's Mike Patullo, and I asked him about something that I heard. So they are in the R&D. He said, I have to check for you, Steve, on the Honda GX 160. There's millions of them out there. They are developing carburetors right now where you can take the carburetor off of a Honda GX or many different engines. You just pull the carburetor off and you pop on an EFI. It's not a carburetor anymore. It's electronic fuel injection.
Throttle body.
and you just pull the carburetor off. There's got to be something electric there where you hook up a wire or something. But now it's not a carburetor on there anymore. It's EFI.
I think my soup's burning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Steve, now you'd have to have an alternator and power and this and that.
Maybe.
Unless you're powering it with a battery or some type of a cell or something. Some type
of
cell that you plug in.
Yeah, I don't know, but he said that
solenoid driven.
Yeah. Yeah, there's got to be something there that produces the electricity to run the EFI. Yeah.
Interesting.
What would the main purpose of doing it? What would that be?
Because there's no carburetor with a bowl on the bottom holding fuel and jets and stuff there to corrode up and plug jets anymore. It's just injected now. It's not a carburetor.
Stella, gotcha.
I'm just wondering what the market would be for that, Steve.
The what?
What would the market be for that?
You know what? It might be mandated someday.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe for generators. That would
Because
be
they
a
don't
good
want
move.
fuel evaporation going into the atmosphere, right?
Yeah.
Or spillage.
Glenn just says, Mick, how was your Halloween night with Riley Boy? Did you scare many? Actually, we got absolutely mobbed. I think we did. We had them big barrels of sweets, big ones. We did about 4 or 5 of those, and we actually had. I think I managed to make 2 children cry, and
you took your mask off, huh?
Right, that's cool. About 4 parent couples come down the driveway together with their kids, and I played the Purge music, with the siren, and all the parents were like, no, not going down there, no, forget it, weirdo, not doing it, and they actually wouldn't even come down the driveway. It was hilarious.
Hey, Mick, did you have your Terrell's teeth in?
No, I just had I had the hacker mask on, dressed all in black inside the coffin. I was shaking the coffin like crazy and slamming the door, and they wouldn't come down the drive. They wouldn't even come down the drive. It was funny. Mrs. P came out, she was laughing. It was really, really good. They were like, no, weirdo, we're going to get cut up with a chainsaw. Actually, that's my new one for next year, because they're getting a bit wise on the old coffin. So next year I'm going to build a black screen, and I'm going to get my chainsaw, put some duct tape around the bar, take the chain off, obviously, and just have a Bluetooth speaker with some chainsaw sounds kicking off. And I might just chase them up the driveway instead. That can be much better. See how that goes.
That would be good.
Yeah, we'll do that. Mick, what do you think about Aspen Fuel? Well, funnily enough, I was actually talking to Aspen Fuel at Saltex, and they're looking to send me some to do some reviews and to do some research on them. Saw a really funky example where they had Aspen Fuel and normal fuel, and they just plopped a little tiny polystyrene, like the packaging you get. Yeah. And the normal petrol just dissolved that straight away.
It's been their gig from day one.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? Yeah, it's a thing, because they're sort of nearly guaranteeing their fuel for 5 years.
Yeah.
But
I got an odd one because this fuel is much better, particularly for two-stroke stuff. I mean, your two-stroke stuff will last 3 times as long using this.
Pay attention, Bruce.
Yeah, but when you have a brand new engine, the insides of the carburetor is coated with some sort of corrosion-resistant chemical thing. You kind of want that washed out fairly quickly, and the Aspen gasoline can't do that. So the best thing you actually can do for a brand new carburetor is to run regular gas, get it degreased inside, and then switch to the Aspen type of fuel.
So is Aspen just like a canned ethanol-free fuel mix? Like, okay, gotcha.
True fuel.
True fuel. All right.
Yeah.
So is that Wayne saying Eliminator lost a lot of business last year?
Hey, Wayne.
What's Anders got? Aspen 2. What's the difference between 2 and 4?
That's what 2.
That makes sense.
Difference between 2 and 4 is 2, Ken.
I love the leaf they put on there. That means it doesn't pollute, eh?
It doesn't. I mean, when you start up a mower,
he's an engineer.
if you start up an engine inside your shop with that stuff in, the smell is just. I mean, sometimes you don't even air out because
so you don't even know you're gonna die.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is Terrell? Are you in the chat right now? I think Terrell's in the chat right now because he just texted me.
Not seeing him.
Not yet.
He's got to be because this is perfect timing. He just texted me right now. Oh my goodness!
Careful.
Because I was just talking about Mike Patullo at Walbro.
No, he's not. He's not in the chat at the moment.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I can't blow it up big enough to actually show you guys, but it's Terrell and Mike at Mike Patullo at Walbro saying, "Hi, Steve."
Send it to me.
I will. How do you get a text video but make it big?
Just tap it.
Just tap
it. Oh, there you go. Thanks. Okay. What? My middle name's Conquer.
You gotta have one of these, Steve.
Zoom in. See what he's got.
Okay, here we go. You want to see this? Well, okay. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear this or not.
Steve, we're here at the Walbro booth, and we're here with Mike. Sorry you couldn't make it, so we just want to give you a shout out. Hey, Steve, say some more. Oh, I'm not saying
That was last week. That was last week at the big one in Kentucky.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
He's got to be in the chat right now because that was just super wicked timing.
Last Christmas, Micks Mowers brought you an unforgettable Christmas love starring some of the biggest names in the small engine community. This December, it is going to be even bigger and even better. An all-star lineup from your favorite channels: Bruce's Sheep, Chicanic, 805 Road King, Steve Small Engine Saloon, Mower Medic, Hayes Machinery, Musty One, 65 Ford, Terrell Fixes All, Double White 6, and of course, the big man himself, Micks Mowers, the Mower Man. Tune in from 6:30 p.m. UK time on Saturday, December 18th, where we'll get down and dirty. Please make sure you are subscribed to all these fantastic channels. We'll see you then.
I have a hard time believing that was your voice, James.
Micks Mowers, the Mower Man.
Is that actually your voice?
That sounds like
exactly
it is.
my voice,
I heard
Steve.
your voice back in there somewhere.
That was excellent.
Very white.
That's awesome.
It cracked a couple times.
James, you ever seen a grown man naked?
Roger, over.
Mechanic, 805 Road King.
That's very good.
That is you.
Small Engine Saloon.
Oh, you must have had so much fun making that.
That is very.
You must have had a ball making
That's
It was
awesome.
good.
Wow.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I done a voiceover, and then I said, "Right, Will, over to you, mate. Turn it into a video."
Yeah.
So, yeah, it worked.
around this
Right.
voice.
Yeah,
It's beautiful
it's good.
production.
It's all right. Yeah, just make sure you're
Hi,
posted.
James. How you doing?
Hello, Mickey.
I was just gonna
Nice
say
to meet you, mate. I'm James.
Hello,
Haven't seen you
James.
before.
Nice to see you. Are you all back home and settled down now?
Yeah, well, I've come to work so I can come and say hello.
Good man. That's what
Come
I
to
like
work
to
for a break.
I know. Yeah, that's right. I haven't turned the heating on, so I'm still in my coat.
It was good to meet you actually in person, James. That was cool. We had a good scream, didn't we? Good laugh.
We
That
did.
was a great
We did.
video
I'm
there.
still waiting for you to buy that round. But other than that, it's brilliant, lovely.
It's not gonna happen. Well, to be completely fair, James, I'm not really one for drinking a lot. So,
Is that right?
Well, yeah, you might just have to wait a little while. Just before...
James's account expense says otherwise.
I'm not sure if John and Smith agree with you.
I'm not really one just to sit at home and pour a pint, So eventually, at some point, I'll pop down and
well, we can certainly see you can't pour a pint, then, mate.
That's right. You can't pour a pint.
See, if you just let it evolve, look, see, it'll happen. It'll happen.
Yeah, you're telling me the other day you liked a lot of head, mate.
Well, maybe that's true. But obviously, after sharing a room with you with your tight pants on, we know that's not true, don't we?
Well, this is it. I couldn't believe a single duvet wouldn't go around you.
You are the only person I know that turned up to Saltex in his chainsaw trousers. Sorry, chainsaw chaps. What's up with that? And why did you cut the backside out of them? I don't know. Touche, old kitty. Touche.
The images that are going on in my head right now.
Oh. Yeah. He's not as bold as you imagine.
No.
Oh dear.
In the field, Nick. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah. That happened.
Yeah.
How have you been then, Jamesy? You been all right, buddy?
No, good. Yeah, still playing catch up. I was still knackered until yesterday. But no, it was good.
When I got back, it took me about nearly 2.5 hours to get back down south. When I went to bed that night, I slept for 10 hours solid, and then last night I slept for about another 9 hours solid.
Yeah.
So I was wrecked, but that's good. It's good. A good weekend. What's your foresight on the actual show itself? Did you enjoy yourself? Did you get anything out of it, or was it just a question?
I wish I'd gone for 2 days.
Really?
I love that, Ken. Just don't use it as your background, mate.
That's right.
Actually, I want you to put that on the background.
Yeah, then the ass cheeks will be on my head.
Yeah, green screen that.
Yeah, it's Saltex, not Brokeback Mountain.
Please forgive me.
Right.
I'm going to have my
Nick,
lunch.
do it again.
I'm going to have my. Please forgive me. I'm going to have my lunch. Does anybody mind if I eat in front of you?
As long as it's not noisy.
Good soup.
Hey, you know what? I got to say, what Mick left out, he said that he slept for 9 hours straight. What he neglected to say was he was at work while he did that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
If anyone's wondering why they got
Solid
bumpy
9 hours
train
of
tracks.
sleep at work.
I see that Henry's eating and muted his mic at the same time. Well done, Henry. Good man. You're learning. Good man.
Come on, Ken.
And the trouble is, Ken isn't even Googling that. He's just got them in his photo stream. On his
That's
phone.
right.
So did you Google assless chaps? Is that how you get those pictures? Is that what it is?
Pretty much.
I can't wait until his cookie.
I think you just Googled James Hayes.
Actually, James Hayes mowing.
As I've always said, Ken definitely needs a checkup from the neck up. It's as simple as that. It's got to be. There's something not right about that man.
We've all got
get the
past Ken.
scanner in there, make too much gray matter.
Yeah. So that's good. So have you been busy, and Stella? What have you been up to, honey? You up to much?
I finally got a little bit of work this week, which was very exhausting. Those 19-hour days just really take the life out of you. And used to doing it, and this Honda that still haunts me. I have to move it on and off all the time. I'm still waiting for that fan belt to go on there. Okay. And I got back on the phone again with who was it, Parts Tree or somebody like that, who was one of the few shops that actually showed a parts diagram for it. And they just gave me some numbers, and I said, "Can you even tell me how long the belt is? Because I have no idea. If I pull the thing off, a big chunk of it could be gone. I don't want to put any belt on this thing for this guy, but he's okay. He's borrowing someone's mower, and this time of year, nobody's got to mow a whole lot anyway. So,
what model is it, Stella?
It is a brand new. It's a Honda mower, and it is a only recently have people been showing the parts number. It is a HRN 216 VKAA.
Yeah.
And there was only back in September, only Parts Tree had a diagram on it. It's just so new. The guy had just bought it from like Lowe's or Home Depot or something, and then he went bush hogging with it. So of course he had it on the lowest setting, and was out cutting like vines and whatnot. So of course he chewed the belt up completely. And but no, there's a few other parts houses that have the diagrams online, but nobody's got the belt. And the guy said Honda doesn't even have an update on when the back order is going to be done. And I'm like, okay, maybe people should. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of hard to blame somebody who, in my opinion, if you're going to release a brand new product, it's got a GCV 170 engine, and I've never seen one of those before. If you're going to release something, have something stock on hand to support your product.
Yeah,
We see that a lot.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
The 170, is that the one that only takes like 0.4 liters of oil in the crankcase?
Oh, I have no idea. I have no clue. Here, let me
The 160 takes 0.5.
Maybe it's time to add on a. Sorry, mate.
No, go on, mate. Go on.
I was going to say maybe it's time to add, an Ego battery power unit engine on the top of it.
Did Bree? Did you say you see those a lot?
We do. I mean, a lot of times, if people break their stuff in the first year, they come to the shop and want it repaired, and I'm just like, well, I'm sorry, there's not even a way for me to look it up, or definitely to get parts. Like even when they came out with those hyper tough walk behind mowers, and they came out with a blade. Why? Just so they could sell their own blade. I'm sure it had a round hole in the center and 2 oblong holes on each side for the to fit on the blade adapter. You couldn't even get a blade anywhere that wasn't $30-something for a hyper tough mower, and so that we would actually it was cheaper for the customer for us to change out the whole blade adapter and put like an AYP blade on it than it was for them to buy a hyper tough blade. So, but yeah, we see that a lot.
Yeah, Stella, it takes 0.42 quarts, US quarts.
4.2?
Right.
No, 0.42.
Thank you.
GCV 170, did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is right there.
That's what replaced the 160.
They cut away 1/3 of the oil capacity and it still have the same service interval.
Right. And it's nice because it's not a plastic, it's just some sort of composite body. So, it's not going to rust out anytime soon, when people abuse it. But still it's just kind of annoying that you just can't get any parts for it,
I don't know. I worry about the heat with only 0.4 of a liter instead of 0.5 a liter. That's 20% less oil.
Yeah.
Right.
And it takes the 160 takes 0.55 liter.
Somebody said that there's 2 strokers out there or 2 smokers out there that are running 100 to 1 now, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah, that's brand new. The guy had just bought it.
All we saw was your feet, then, Stella.
There's some nice shoes.
You did?
No, now it's always up your nose.
I can do I can do that pretty good. Now you're looking at the ceiling of my shop and everything else, so it's a wreck in here. But yes, that's my life in the fast lane.
Okay, good. And what about you, Bree? Have you been busy in the shop with Ron, or what's been going on with you?
Yeah, but I mean, with the customer-wise, we've slowed down a whole bunch because this was the first week for it to dip down to freezing, and in where we're at in Arkansas, people hibernate and they don't go outside. So we were able to clean up a lot around the shop, get things that we want to work on that's just been sitting that people gave us, and that's pretty much it. Just cleaning. This is cleaning time. So because it's chaos all year. It's
filming deer in your backyard. That was a good shot.
Yeah, I had a buck last night.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Those are just the
neighborhood
deer.
Is it common for you to sort of be just in cleaning mode this time of year? Does it get busy a bit later on around Christmas time towards sort of snowfall season or what have you? Or
no, we pretty much twiddle our thumbs and until it gets warm again, like at the beginning of March.
Okay, really?
Yeah. So you got to make all your money from March until October.
Wow.
Do you ever do any winter servicing discount, Brie?
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. I like to be slow during this time. I need it.
It's nice.
It's a
nice
good
when
break.
it ends, isn't it?
Yeah, we go on vacation this time of year because we can't take our kids, all summer long anywhere. So, we're going to go see Branson in a couple of weeks. I've never been there, and so we're going to
Missouri.
Yeah, in Missouri. And but you've asked before about having a hard time getting parts, and I really didn't see a lot of issue with parts with units, yes, but I have seen real issues in the last couple weeks with getting anything like cylinders and pistons, things that are made of metal, like aluminum, not necessarily plastic parts, but
aluminium.
I really echo that, Brie.
Yeah,
I echo that.
Mm-hmm. And from what I understand is, it's from the magnesium being shut down in China, and so that's what we harden our aluminum here with. I'm guessing. So, all I know is everything that I've looked up. I've got a BT 130 backpack blower, brand new with a burnt up piston cylinder. Looked for that yesterday. Can't get that right now. It's not in stock. I've got Mower Medic got a hold of me asking me, since I'm an Echo dealer, if the PB 770 cylinders and pistons, the short blocks were in stock, or just any of the pieces, or the crankshaft, something like that. And I checked for him, and they don't have it. They don't have anything, and it's crazy. I can't get any stock. I don't have any. I have no blowers, like not even handheld blowers anymore. So they're out of everything. It's getting sort of weird. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Our shop has never been so sparse as it is now.
Yeah.
It is we've had a few ride-ons come back in, but you go back a week ago, we had there's normally 12 ride-ons lined up in the showroom, and there's only one there. Someone goes, do you not do ride-ons?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we do. Here's the book.
Yeah.
But no, it's it's definitely get the parts wise. It's it is painful. It's quite interesting at Saltex. Echo didn't have a stand there. Still didn't have a stand there. John Deere didn't have a stand there.
Really?
I know some of them stated that because of COVID they weren't doing anything this year. John Deere especially, they said nothing until 2022. Still said they done a show in Europe back in January, and one of their staff members got fairly ill with COVID, so they said right, no more indoor shows this year. But yeah, Echo weren't there. Skag weren't there. And obviously Wright have pulled out of the UK apparently, so they went there. But yeah, there's a few empty spaces without doubt.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting up with my lunch.
Well, there's apparently a bunch of John Deere employees at like 11 of their 14 plants have gone on strike as well for I don't know, whatever new contract negotiations. So they're represented by the UAW, I think. So
was Steele there, James?
No, Steele wasn't. No, still wasn't there. We knew they weren't going to be there before we went, but I wore my jumper, so we had a bit of Steel representation there. But there's another dealer who I knew was going, and he is like against Steel as long as the day is long. But I took a Still hat with me in my bag and managed to get a picture of him with the Still hat on because I know how much he hates it. So it's quite funny to do.
I love your backpack.
Okay, we need to get Luke up right. We need to get Luke up right beside Mick so that we can have the stripes and then the polka dots.
Curtain walls.
Almost looks like you're sitting in the same house.
James, are you a Steel dealer?
Sorry, guys. I digress.
Have you seen any issue with the new gear heads they're putting on the trimmers?
What on the more commercial ones or?
Yeah.
Not so many of the gear heads. It's clutch wise this year seems to be a nightmare.
Yeah.
On the bigger stuff, on the 460s and stuff like that.
Well, even on the homeowners, have you? It's just odd to me because I didn't ever have to change. Every once in a while on the really heavy duty used ones, change a gear head out, but I've had to change out. It's not much. It's only 2 this year, but on almost brand new units that were like probably a year old.
And is that on the sealed ones? Is it where you can't grease them anymore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both of them
is it where they've been like the FS55s? We've had a few, but that's just because they're being used commercially, and they shouldn't really be used commercially. But
free.
Yeah.
But and then also I found out it was cheaper to buy a split boom shaft with a gear head and shield on it, and for the customer, because I'm not a Steel dealer, so I buy my stuff through a Steel dealer who gives me a discount, and then it was cheaper that way than it was to actually buy the gear head. It was like half the price. That was cool.
Yeah.
But you get all that extra stuff with it.
Oh, that's right. Oh, definitely. It does work out a lot cheaper if you play with it a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, as a rule, no. It's clutches and clutch drums this year for brush cutters. I think we had one waiting 4.5 months. We were waiting for one.
Almost got it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
We didn't know Steve had a drinking problem until we saw him sober.
Keep nibbling at that teeth, Steve.
Hey, I don't have a problem drinking at all.
Yeah, that's right.
You just need a koozie to cover it up. So,
I drink for medicinal purposes. I just happen to be quite sick.
I have a Terrell. I have a Terrell's koozie around here somewhere.
I didn't fit into my coffee much.
Hank?
There you go.
Right on.
So what was your favourite pen then, Mick, at Saltex?
There you go. Henry, yeah.
It's got 150 of them.
They're all down the shed. I had it all figured out tonight. I was going to do, and because the internet was bad in the shed, I had to come up here. So everything is down the shed. Yeah, Conker was actually quite upset the fact that I had absolutely no morals when it came to walking onto a stand, grabbing about 15 pens at one go and walk off with them. He said, "How can you do that?" I said, well, it is
hey, you need them for the giveaways.
That's what I said. So I think my favourite is probably the Cub Cadet pen. Quite a nice clicky sort of feature to it. Not a fan of a Toro one, which is a twist feature. Not a fan of that. But
same as the Mowers, right?
this is like the free shit reviews. This is great.
You said a bad word.
I tell you, if
Banner, Mick, banner for life.
It was sheep, wasn't it? Free sheep.
The dealers were told not to give away too much free stuff because of COVID. That's what they were told. So I was sort of gutted about
that. Was their excuse.
I had a really big bag. I was going to fit it right up to the top.
I can't connect the dots between COVID and free stuff. I don't get it.
I'm telling you, yeah. But I got
contract between giveaways.
Nice caps. I got some nice caps, and I got some t-shirts and some key rings and mouse mats and whatever. So yeah, I'll be selling all of that this year. Don't worry about it. I'll be selling all of that. You know me.
Hey, you know what? I actually do have a question. When I was watching James' video on Saltex and yours, Mick, I was quite surprised. Maybe somebody brought this up already, but nobody was wearing masks.
Well, because
I was very surprised by that.
Everyone who attended the venue, one had to show a double vaccination proof of identity, and also you had to test yourself before entry as well to prove your negative case. However, all we had to do when we got to the door was just show proof of vaccination. Didn't have to show a proof of a negative test. So the chances are by next week.
I know Mix was clear because he sent it to me.
I said, well, James says I didn't do a test. I said, I have mine. You know what I mean? So you was trying to help a friend out. But it was.
I have me vaccines. That's fine.
At the end of the day, we spent a long time hiding under rocks. So now that I'm double vaccinated, I've got protection. So.
You said you didn't have any the other night.
That was for a completely different thing with you, James.
That's a different kind of protection, James.
That's right.
Yeah, now everybody's going off half cocked again.
Yeah,
I just lost about 1,000 subscribers.
There goes James. I think the UK is in a better place now that we're vaccinated up, and people are still getting sick and people are still passing away. But I think it's something we've all got to live with right now. We've made so much progress, and you have got to live with it. Otherwise, we can't continue just to do nothing. So I'm sure Zeg is Zeg. If they thought there was a massive risk to people's health, they would have cancelled it. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Well, all the jobs I've been doing lately, we have to show up either an hour or 2 hours early. We get tested. We already have to have proof of vaccination, and we all have to wear masks all the time. So, there's some people that are trying to keep this under control, unlike what you hear a lot on the news of all the crazy people here in America that aren't that don't want to, have anything to do with trying to make this thing go away. So
right. Well, I
Nick,
saw like in Dallas when Trump was going to go on get elected. I don't usually do politics, but Trump and JFK were going to run next 2 years or something.
Yeah, something like that.
JFK
Yeah.
Jr. Yeah. Sorry,
They're both.
Forget it. Don't talk about it.
That could be interesting. What did you say, Ken?
No, did they actually swab you when you were going in?
Good.
Yeah.
They didn't swab me. But when they said that there was a swabbing process in place, James wasn't even behind the curtain with his trousers down. I don't know what he was.
That's only in China. That's only in China.
Bruce, where's your swab?
Yeah, my swabs are outside.
I said, James, for Christ's sake, pull your trousers up. That's not what they meant, son. And that was in the car park. It wasn't even inside the building. You know?
Well, it already saved a couple of quid. What was more for that, you know?
My mate Wayne says, Mick, did you see a Toro Flymo?
Oh, I saw the electric one.
Yeah,
that was cool.
They had an electric Flymo there.
They just won't go away, those damn things.
No, they won't go away.
Yeah, Bluebird has one of those too.
Toro have done hover mowers for a long time.
So they have to lift that battery and the machine.
I was quite surprised by the Toro stand though, James, in comparison to something like WeBang. WeBang, I think, in the small rotary section for commercial machines, I think WeBang definitely had the better stand out there for just your standard rotary machines.
Yeah, I didn't get to speak to him. They rang me yesterday, the guy who organised the Saltex stand, and they chatted for about half an hour. And yeah, they've done it. They've gone, because obviously WeBang's Chinese made, and there's no hiding that. But the stand has always been, and their brand has always been very white with red white writing, very, very Chinese. But this year they've gone very dark, very sort of cool and modern, and yeah, they've done a good job of it. Really, really good stand.
Yeah. Yes, Wayne. It was electric, mate. Yeah, it was all electric, baby. And we even got to saw the brand spanking new Milwaukee lawnmower, which is going to be released in March next year.
Yeah.
James was more excited than me to see it, despite the fact he even tried getting in the plastic box with it at one point. And again, I'd say, James, get out. It's not a toy.
What size is it, Mick? 21.
Comes with its own greenhouse.
I couldn't see the size of it, Ken, because James was sat on top of it riding like a bucking bronco.
I think James said it was 21 inch.
Like that, giving it all of that.
Yeah.
So does Milwaukee have the easy batteries that go in there, or what?
Yeah, that'd be M18.
It does have
How many does it fit, though?
It'll only be one, I think, but
Really?
it'll have I think it'll have a storage compartment to be able to change one over once that one runs out.
Right.
Yeah, I think it wasn't it a 21 inch, James?
Yeah, 21 inch or 53 centimeters to
But James, what is it? Do you need an 8 amper, or how big do you need?
Yeah, I expect it'll come with either an 8 or 12, I expect.
Yeah.
I'm guessing around the 899 mark over there and over here for us. By the time it comes over here, it'll be 899.
Hey, y'all, I got to head out, but I'm going to give y'all somebody a little bit more interesting than me today.
Oh. Who we got? As long as he doesn't have a hairy face. If you've got a hairy
I gotta
face,
go, my friends. Put the kids to sleep.
All right, Anders.
See you, Anders.
Bye, Anders. Take care, bud.
Interesting.
He has,
Thank you very much for all the comments.
Email Anders.
Thank
follow Anders, no worries.
Take care.
He has,
Bye-bye.
he has got a hairy face. So the last time I saw you, you were dressed up as and something else.
Elvis, yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
How you
You
doing,
cannot
Ron?
get wrong.
Doing well.
It was scary Elvis. I kind of
How's everybody?
Since
doing
my
all right,
baby
brother.
left me.
Good.
It's got an Elvis / Johnny Bravo in my voice, you know, because my kids watch the cartoon and it kind of infects you.
Sorry, something wrong with my screen. Someone head seems to be upside down.
That's not.
Sorry, Ron.
The underside of my mouth,
I
the
get it.
underside of my
Okay.
mouth is either a skunk tail or Don King 1977.
Hey, there's Luker.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, look, how you doing?
I like the Don King. That's perfect. You are exactly right.
Yeah.
So how have you been then, Ronnie? Been good, brother?
I have been good.
Yeah.
Lots of you know projects to work on. So I got a kid that I'm training too. So
That's
He's
not even
good.
possible.
So
Sorry.
Hey, Ron, how old is he? Or her.
Well, one of them is my oldest son. He's 19, and we've got him up at the shop. And the other one is he'll be 17 in January.
Cool.
So I mean, he could literally go to work, next spring.
Yep.
If he'll stick with it, but there's no other way to learn around here other than a shop because there's no small engine classes left. So all of the tech colleges have shut down the small engine stuff. So.
They have.
Right.
Trying to go upside down.
You know what? I think that's a good thing.
It helps us out.
No, seriously, I'm like, you can't get better training than on the job training.
Right.
No,
right.
I mean,
in my mind, if I can interrupt, if you anything, whether it's electronics or mechanics or coding on computers or whatever, if you want to learn it, you will.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. Get in there and do it.
Yeah, even if you have to dig it out of Mr. Google or whatever,
Apprenticeship programs are invaluable to people. I mean, but there's some, those things that you need certain skill sets before you go in. Like you're not going to really learn welding on the job. You're not going to become a functional welder on the job because the guy teaching you is going to kill you before you anything else. Because I mean, there are certain electronic positions too. I learned I didn't go to school for any of that until years into my career in electronics. So I started out just moving pipe and pulling wire, and then I got into instrumentation, and they sent me to school. So
Did you just say when you were in school you were laying pipe?
Hold on.
My wife is watching, Steve.
Oh, sorry, bud. Sorry.
I didn't lay any pipe.
James.
I said running pipe.
Okay, sorry.
James,
my
what's
bad.
that you got there? James.
So Rob,
hang on, Bruce. James, what you got there, mate? What are you trying to show us?
I was going to say about apprenticeships and things. It's like we always have really put a lot of energy into the younger people of the community of small engine repairs and in our workshop. So much so that a few years ago we had put a lad through a Honda apprenticeship scheme, and he ended up winning the Apprentice of the Year for Honda nationwide.
Sweet.
And then he is also awarded the Apprentice of the Year from our industry magazine as well. And so there's no, definitely I like that, Ron. You got to put the effort in to the youngsters to be able to give them a I knew you set yourself up for something.
And you know what? I made the comment about it. I made the comment about if you want to learn it, you'll learn it. But you are right, Rob, because I wanted to learn how to weld, and I went to the local community college and I took an evening welding course over 6 months, and I learned how not to kill myself, and I can weld.
Yeah.
I can't weld on a pipeline, but I can weld.
I think also
right.
the
I was
difference
wrong.
is that in today's modern society, it's fantastic to learn from someone like yourself, Ron, and Lord, my lady, and Bruce, and all you guys. It's fantastic to have that on the job learning. Okay, that's where you're going to get to know all that sort of good stuff.
I'm not going to give them a job. I mean, I'm not going to pay them. They're going to have to come in and learn.
I know what you're saying, but if you ain't got a ticket to go with it, a qualification to say you've sat that and you've done that and you've seen it through, it don't stand for nothing in this modern world. Lots of people join a railway and they're fully qualified electricians, up to the hilt. And they've worked on oil rigs and they've done everything, man, and it don't mean nothing on the train circuit. Don't mean nothing.
No.
Yeah, same with the phone business. It's the same.
Yeah, exactly the same. So
exactly the same with manufacturing. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly that. So I think what James has got there is a fantastic thing to have young apprentices coming through, learning on the job stuff at the same time as in running alongside the courses and what have you, to identify they have actually got that ticket and they're qualified and sat the course and done it.
They still go to school for 8 weeks a year in the UK.
Yeah, so they done a week every 6 or 8 weeks, I think it was. Yeah. I remember when he contacted me originally, he got a message through Facebook or wherever it was, and he goes, "Oh, I've been trying to get a hands-on apprentice, work placement," and he's doing agricultural engineering at the time, And he goes, I need to do 200 hours of unpaid work experience, and no one will take me on. I was like, when do you want to start?
Unpaid, signed here.
Yeah, so I paid him in tools because I wasn't allowed to give him money as part of his college
Ooh, I would have taken
agreement.
tools.
Well, that was before you were on Milwaukee.
Yeah, it was before I was Milwaukee. It was when I was with Fisher Price. So
that's where I know you from.
He's a Milky Bar kid.
That's right.
Can I say something? My niece is 6 months away from getting her 4th year Red Seal heavy duty mechanics license.
No kidding.
Nice.
One more stint at the technical university here. Like she does her hours, and then you do your 8 weeks, and she can work anywhere in Canada as a heavy duty mechanic.
There you go.
Nice.
Isn't that great?
Wow.
Isn't that fantastic?
And what's the likelihood, Bruce, of her achieving that, even if she didn't actually sit that course? If she just sat behind another mechanic who's been in the game for 45 years and just learnt the trade, and possibly be a better person, be a better mechanic for it. If he doesn't have the qualification, what does that mean?
Well, you know what? I have to say that when she has that thing on the wall and she applies, she'll probably end up, and I don't believe in the gender equity game, but she will do very, very well being a female heavy duty mechanic, and she'll probably shoot to the top real quick. But she's really smart. She's better than I am.
Does she get that smartness from you, Bruce, or is that from somebody?
No, she's definitely Trudy's niece, not mine. But we're married.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
why I married her
DNA
accountant.
doesn't count there, buddy.
I'm pretty proud of her. She's really, really cool. Trudy and her are out for lunch right now. That's why I had to make my own lunch.
Have I told you the story about how I met my wife, how I met Suzanne?
No. I want to hear it. I have not heard it.
Can you tell us?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, it's very clean. And I
don't want to hear it now.
I was at a young farmers party, which over here is like the young farmers of the world get to, until you're 24, you're part of a community of young farmers.
I knew you would be part of the young farmers. I just had a feeling.
And we anyway, I was there. We turned to this what they call a cider and pasty night. I know that sounds really exciting. And the girl behind the bar poured me a pint, but she poured it a bit like Mick poured his John Smith earlier.
There was nothing wrong with my beer. My beer was fine.
There was more head than there was beer. And
look, hang on. I've got a widget in mine, so you haven't got to worry about it.
So I said to her, I said, "Oh, you obviously don't do this very often. What do you do during the day?" And she goes, "Oh, I'm an accountant." I was like, I put my hand out, shake her hand. I said, "Hi, I'm James," and that is how I met her because I needed an accountant.
So you need an accountant, and you didn't want a bad pint.
Exactly, and this is a old-fashioned accountant, not one of these modern-day ones that you hear about.
So you hired your wife before she was your wife as your accountant?
No. I made her my partner so that I could have an accountant on, more cost-effective.
That's awesome. Best way to do it.
Nobody got any stickers until Mrs. P showed up, right?
Female accountant with fringe benefits. Is that what you're saying?
It was good for a while.
It's all very well having a wife as an accountant, but you can't pour a pint. It's no good to no one, is it?
Very true. She pours a good gin and tonic, though. I'll give her that.
When I first met Bree, the first time I met Bree, I kicked her out of a bar. That was our introduction to.
I gotta get to know that gal.
She tried to get up on stage with you, Ron.
I wouldn't let her in. She was working at another place that was a restaurant, and I was working the door at night while I was in college at an actual, late night nightclub on the weekends. And
they used to have.
The crew was trying to bring her in, and I was like, "Give me your ID." And I had this girl just go insane on me about, "Don't you know who this is?" And I was like, "No, I don't know who this is." But I mean, that's how Bree and I actually first encountered each other.
It's fun. It's funny you say that, Ron, because Ken met his wife somewhere where they sell food, which is weird. Ken.
As long as you weren't trying to steal it, Ken.
Coincidence? No.
Ken, the chances of you meeting
Best
someone
customer.
where they sell food, Ken, is quite high. You spend half your life in grocery stores and drive-thrus. You know, it says that I've got 13 likes. Apparently, no, that's incorrect. I've got 96 thumbs up. If someone gives some more thumbs, that gets over to 100. That'd be much appreciated.
Nice.
That'd be cool. That'd be good. So, what about you, Hank? Have you been busy in your workshop? I see you've been doing a few videos. I saw you doing that TP engine thing. Just was it a sucker? Was it a sucker flying machine?
Easy on the acronyms.
Yes, I'm trying my best. And I see you were having problems starting it originally and what have you, but you got there in the end. And also you had a software issue, I believe.
A software issue.
You decided to record your video in time lapse.
Yeah.
That's called cockpit trouble.
Cooking trouble.
Yeah, I got rid of that one and redid one just to,
Yeah, I
thank
saw
Mr. Klaus over here for his gift, and did a lot of, and anybody that sent me stickers, like James and Bruce, everybody, and Lawnmower Lady and Chicanics. I had all those stickers, waiting, And I was busy. I had 3 things I did over the week. I did leaf blower and the other blower and the one on my property. I put together.
Oh, beautiful!
That was nice.
Thank you.
So did you do all that yourself? Like over the years? Beautiful.
Yep. Dug the hole for the fish pond, dug all those areas and laid the stone and everything. All that. Yeah. All that I did by
myself.
myself.
So lush. It almost looks like that creek. If it doesn't come out of the trees out of a creek, it looks so real.
Yeah.
Hey, let me. I'm not going to be able to stay on that much longer. Let me pick some brains before I go, because I'm getting ready to do something I haven't done before. Okay.
Easy, Ron. I don't like the sound of this.
Okay. No, it should be, a pretty simple question, just something I haven't done before.
Okay.
I'm getting ready to take apart a BR700, the motor itself, and I've never taken apart one of the 4Mix engines before, and I don't know what's wrong with it right now. I'm supposing it has camshaft issues, but I don't know. Have y'all ever? Anyone ever torn those down before and gone through them and rebuilt
watch
them?
Mower Medic 1's video. He tears a couple of them down.
Does he? Does he have one out?
Yep.
Ron, shout if you need any drawings.
I'm sorry, still I didn't hear you.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, it's low on. One of them's low on. I've got 2 BR700s sitting over here. One of them has no compression, and the other one has a weird noise inside.
Yeah, sounds like the cam.
So, yeah.
It generally is.
I've worked on the strimmer ones, like the FS94 mix, and they do suffer with valve issues at times as well. You can have you've just got I have changed actually a crankshaft in one of them as well. My one had a noisy crankshaft. I changed one of them in it as well. But usually it's top end related. Usually.
Yeah. Check out Jeremy's video though. Mower Medic 1 had 3 or 4 videos on it.
Yeah, that brings me to the question, because all I've ever dealt with is fuel issues on these. But can you use a leak down tester like you would normally use on a larger engine on those? At basically like a lower pressure to determine if it's a valve issue or not.
I mean, it's overhead valve, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that it uses the crankcase versus no crankcase and all that.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe put a leak down tester on there and see if you can determine if it's a valve issue or not.
Well, first thing is adjust the valves to the 4000s as they tell you to. Do that first before anything.
Yeah, I mean that's all I've ever done on them. That's all I've ever done on them is adjust the valves, because I mean most of the time I don't work. Most of the time Bree works on all that stuff. I rarely ever work on the two, unless we're completely rebuilding an engine. I'll take that over and do all that. But
smart guy.
If the engine is the same as the strimmer ones, they're not too bad to take apart. Actually, they're not too bad.
No, they're all right.
So I would imagine they're just a bigger version of the strimmer one, really.
I'm really just kind of wondering, is it worth taking apart or just
Well, that's what I was going to say. Is it for you or a customer?
No, they're mine. They were customers, but they left them in their mind.
I see it's a learning experience. You take them apart, work and see how they work.
Well, the other thing to do, Ron, is to video it taken apart. So if you come a bit unstuck or you're not quite sure, then you've got an audience out there that would put you straight.
Yeah.
Simple, isn't it?
I mean, if it's just the plastic crankshaft, it and the machine is otherwise in good nick, it's definitely feasible, viable. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've only had one backpack blower come in 9 years out here in Alberta. Do you see him much, Steve? Where'd Steve go? Oh, he's gone.
I think Steve passed out after his first beer. He's now under his bench.
I think Steve is watering the plants. What he is.
Biohol.
I've got about 5 or 6 backpack to sort out. Or they're all broken. Something's wrong with them, but they're Steels and Makitas and that. Yeah, but I enjoy working on the backpack. I quite like them.
Yeah. The BR800 with the new recoil system.
Every year I keep it clean and tuned up. 9 years since I tuned it up, but I keep it clean,
Yeah.
And
keeping something clean is like tuning it up, though.
Right. Hey, Ron, one thing you do on that BR, though, take off the valve cover and just make sure the lift is there. So
I did. I did. I've got it down to that. The cam's moving, but I don't know how those cams are built. I don't know what.
Well, look at the lift compared to the others. Say if one's 250,000 and the other one's 150.
Klaus says they're plastic.
They're like phenomenal.
Sometimes you find that the exhaust side of it is pitted and worn to buggery on there, and that can affect it seriously.
Yeah, I said, I've never had one apart. I'm not a steel dealer, so I don't have that kind of necessity to get it. Hey, James, those 800s, are they oil injected? Or do you mix those? You BR 800s?
No, they're still mixed.
Yeah, they're still mixed. I've seen a couple over here, but I can't remember for the life of me if they're 800s or not. But they were big backpack blowers, but they were injected. They were oil injected. You put straight gas in, and you fill an oil chamber, and so I didn't know.
Well, if they are, we're going to have some bad ones come back.
yeah, bunch of them.
So no, just two. They are two mix. Two.
There he is.
Two-stroke, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did everything come out all right, Steve?
I had to go get another heater fired up. I am shivering here right now.
Hold up. You Canadians are always giving it all the bigging about it ain't cold till it gets below minus 40 degrees. And all of a sudden, you're sitting there, it's about -2, and you're sitting there, your teeth are chapped.
He's from the island. He thinks +10 is cool.
What is it, Steve? What is it?
Yeah, Ron.
There?
Move my camera around now. I can't do a screen share like Mick. There's your BR 700, mate.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to look it up, but
you should be able to take off the cover and do the cam.
It's
if you
I got my
drawing email across, let me know.
It is
okay.
9 degrees Celsius, which is 49 degrees Fahrenheit.
that's
49.
9
But you know
degrees.
what?
That's about that here.
No, in your defense, Steve, 9 degrees in that cool dampness is like -10.
I'm
-10.
shivering.
It's cool.
-10 t-shirt weather.
Yeah, I'm fine.
49 degrees here is hypothermia time.
Yeah.
You're not going to make it across the parking lot.
We went down to -13 the other night.
Wow. It's 68 and sunny right now, and we're still in jackets. So
we just bitch about the weather. That's all we do out here is bitch about the weather, though.
I was working the other night. It was I think it's -3. It wasn't too. It was the first cold night we've had.
That's okay.
I had to get in the train cab and turn the heating on, but it wasn't too bad.
What night was that?
52.
Hey, Bruce, what else is there to bitch about but gas prices and weather?
That's right, because we can't talk about politics, we can't talk about religion, we can't talk about money.
One thing we can talk about is a Christmas live stream.
Last Christmas, Micks Mowers brought you an unforgettable Christmas lifestyle, starring some of the biggest names in the small engine community. This December, it is going to be even bigger and even better. An all-star lineup from your favorite channels: Bruce's Sheep, Chicanic, 805 Road King, Steve Small Engine Saloon, Mower Medic, Hayes Machinery, Musty One, 65 Ford, Terrell Fixes All, Double White 6, and of course, the big man himself, Micks Mowers, the Mower Man. Tune in from 6:30 p.m. UK time on Saturday, December 18th, where we'll get down and dirty. Please make sure you are subscribed to all these fantastic channels. We'll see you then.
James, you have the sexiest voice in the world.
Sounds like some.
James, you sound like Jigsaw off of Saw.
Yeah, I'd done that. That was me when I was like 14.
Anything of a good voice I've ever heard.
Very good. That's my American.
Mikey Yo says,
yeah, not much accent there actually. Yeah.
That's quite a good trailer, says Mikey Yo. Quite good. I think it's blinking brilliant.
I'm going to use it.
Yeah, I'm going to use it 3 times.
Oh yeah, did it come through yet?
Plagiarism is if you steal something from one person. Research is if you steal something from many.
Many, that's right.
Have you got it? Have you got it, Steve?
Hello, Steve.
Take your time, Steve.
Yeah, boy, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Yep.
Hey, yes, Hank.
James, can I get your email address? I got one batch of stickers to send out left.
Oh, no problem.
Put it in the. You can go into the private chat and find mine.
Bruce, I can send it if you like, mate. It'll be there in 2 days.
All I got left now is Sparky.
I can do Sparky and James. It'll be there by Monday.
Yeah, but I thought Riley Boy liked all the stickers. There was a bunch of stickers there.
Oh,
does that come in the private chat?
He'll have loads. It's no problem, Bruce. If you want to do it, you do it. But if it'll be there by Monday if I do it.
That's my personal one.
Got it. I'm just doing a copy and a paste on that now.
But yeah, for anyone else who wants it, it's info@hayesmachinery.co.uk.
So are you going to do it, Bruce?
I saw that. I must be losing my mind, but that's very normal.
No, that was in the regular chat, Bruce.
Yeah, the info one was in the regular chat. That's my direct one.
Right to the boss himself.
Bruce, are you doing James and are you?
Hey, what? I'm just
are you
so
going to do
busy.
James?
I'll do James. I'm doing it right now. It's going in the sheet.
Okay, mate, that's fine. So you want me to do Sparky?
Going in the sheet.
Good idea, Ken.
Ron, going back to your BR 700, I've just got all the technical documents up from Still here on the left-hand side of my screen. But I kid you not, for us as a dealer, there is one technical document that says how to change the spark plug. Let me know if you need it sent through,
James, can you send that document over to Ken?
The 600 and 700 are the same, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The smaller ones weren't full mix, were they? The smaller ones, like the 350, was it? The 450 and the 350 weren't full mix, were they?
No, they're just two mix.
Yeah.
They're just two mix.
Does Steel have a resource, or do you have a resource for getting their workshop manuals, not their owner's manuals, but their workshop manuals? Do they let you guys send those out to people? Nice.
Yeah, if you need anything, I've got.
Okay, that's good to know, because some places it's really hard to get.
Stella, have you ever used Manuals Live?
Yes. Oh yeah, I use that all the time. But sometimes you can't get the actual maintenance workshop manuals. Yeah. You just get owner's manuals or whatnot, and they're kind of hard to find. So.
Yeah, anything you need, guys, just ping me an email. It's absolutely fine. You got my email there in the private chat. You can.
I need some Milwaukee power tools if that helps.
Thanks, James.
Hey James, I'm gonna save your email and because especially some of the Steel stuff, and if you need any of the Echo stuff at all, just let me know. And because the last couple of years they've been giving me flash drives of all their updates and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they pretty much got, but I still have all of my service manuals from Echo School from whenever the first time I went, back 2012 or something like that. So.
Yeah, no worries at all. Yeah, no, absolutely fine. Yeah, because there's an interesting one there for
I sent you an email, James. I sent you an email.
Oh, thank you.
With my address on it too.
He won't reply to it, Bruce. He won't even read it.
Hey, hey, James, I have a actually very serious question to ask you.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm petrified. You're going to pull out that D-Volt drill again.
Hold on, James, you're going to get the wrong idea here. This is not what I'm doing right now. Look at this.
Yeah.
Okay, no, wait, though. This thing is finally dying on me.
Yeah.
Okay. After a long time, it's dying, and I want to replace this little impact drill right here, and it will be with a Milwaukee.
All right.
It will be. But my question is that I'm in Canada, you're in the UK. Of course, I can't get one from you. The shipping is stupid and everything like that, right? Is there a way that maybe if you have an Amazon link or something like that, and I get it from Amazon, I go through your link first, so at least you're getting something out of it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
Any way that
we can sort something out, Steve.
What?
We can sort something out.
Yeah, do Amazon CA or Amazon UK with a CA address.
If not, I can get an Amazon affiliate link for me, and you can just copy that link, and you'll get it. And
well, no, unless
just use it a bit first.
Then Bruce will end up getting the tool.
We're in.
I tell you what, Steve. Actually, what a good idea is once we send you across from Milwaukee, which is fine. What we can do if you send Mick your DeWalt, he'll then know what it's like to have one that's been used.
Oh! Got me too, Henry.
Oh man!
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? Now he's back in his own little county. He gives it all like a lobster, giving it all that. You know, when he was in person, he was as quiet as a mouse. He didn't say boo to a goose.
Yeah, the distance now, isn't there?
Yeah, do you want another beer, Mick? Do you want another beer, Mick? Yeah.
I was quiet because I was just, waiting for that round to be offered a drink. James, would you like another gin and tonic, mate? Tell you what, James, I'll make it a double.
Y'all do know about those Amazon links, right? Anything you or somebody buys through them, you get commission on.
Yeah.
For the next 24 hours, as long as they do it in the same browser and they don't clear out their cookies.
If they don't clear it out, but
same IP and everything.
We figured out we can even buy things through the shop, and we get commission on that.
Yeah.
So if we go through the link,
be careful about that. They'll bust you on that.
No, but I mean it's a different account.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
well,
it's not our account.
Gotcha.
It's the shop's account.
Well, Steve, to answer your question, because I looked into this. Because I was looking at where a lot of my viewers are, and more than 45% of my viewers are not in the United States. So I looked at maybe getting some Amazon links at other places, but I have to open up a separate Amazon affiliate account in each country, and each country then has to qualify for the same amount of so many sales in 180 days and whatnot like that. Mm-hmm. So yes, you can do that, but you have to apply for each country. So
no, I've already done that.
Right,
I totally understand what you're saying. My point is, though, I want to get a Milwaukee, but the reason I'm buying a Milwaukee to replace my DeWalt is because of James Hayes Machinery, and I want him to get something out of that. So if he has a link, I would like to use his link so he actually gets commission or something, when I get a Milwaukee all the way over here in Canada,
Right, because he would have to open an Amazon affiliates.ca store is what James would have to do.
Yeah.
But
and you might have enough people that watch your stuff that's in Canada make that worth your while.
Yeah.
I'll get our web guy to open a Amazon account. I don't actually have an Amazon account personally.
James,
don't do it for me, James. That's a big process.
But,
James, while he's
over here, Steve, we have a lot of Milwaukee sales through Marketplace. Last time I bought something from Milwaukee was from a barber a couple towns over, and I've saved a lot of money buying from them than from the Milwaukee store or Home Depot or wherever they sell.
Henry, was that did you buy the the cut-off tool from them?
Yes.
That was behind the
Sorry,
alley.
just
Behind
a barber.
I know. I was in the alley behind the barber. Hey, buddy,
Yeah, but I mean, these tools are out there. I don't know how they get out there, but they're brand new, still in the box, never opened, and a lot cheaper. So you might want to look.
Back of a lorry there somewhere.
That's right.
Y'all, I gotta go. Thanks, Mick.
Take care, Ron.
Good to see everybody.
Nice to see you, Ron.
And
Bye,
thanks for
Ron.
that stuff up for me, James. I'm going to email you, see if I can get you to send me a link or something on that so that I can just have that on my computer. Thanks a lot, y'all. See you later, Stella, Steve.
Right.
Bye, Ron.
Take care.
So if you
say bye to Bree.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If you are sending Steve a Milwaukee Impact, of course it's going to have to come down to the South Coast before it goes away, isn't it? What I'm sort of thinking, it would be a shame just to send like one in a box as it goes past Bognor Regis. You know,
look at him work you.
It's not going out on an immigrant boat.
Mine has actually just broke down tonight. Literally, before I come out of the shed, it just stopped working.
Oh.
I'm not trying to cost James money here. I'm trying to make him some money.
I am.
Yeah, but Steve, you haven't asked him for the discount. You haven't asked him for the discount yet.
No, I don't need a discount.
Steve,
Steve, we'll sort you out. Steve, look at my you asked about the M12 last night.
Yeah.
And the versus the M18.
I don't want the M12.
No, watch the video I'm going to put out next week or week after, whenever it is.
Okay.
Or if you want it sooner, that's fine. But yeah, have a look on our website. See what you tickles your fancy. Let me know what you want.
How much are they? What is the price?
What's that? I'll have a look.
Probably 400 pounds.
Actually,
I like the extended reach 3/8 rack.
Oh, they would be.
Those are nice.
Isn't it? Times 10 for Canadian dollars. Is that right?
Yeah.
After
Yeah,
that,
a pal of mine just bought one for $500 and some dollars, $595 Canadian.
How much?
$595 Canadian.
Wow.
And you just want an impact driver, Steve?
Yeah, it's got a big battery on the bottom and Milwaukee on it.
Yeah, it's one very similar to my broken one, James.
Steve, do you want a quiet one or a loud one?
Okay, so this is a 20 volt. I know it's bullshit. It's not, I know it's 18 volts, but peak 20, whatever. So an M18. Also, I don't need. You know how you can get the kits that come with the drill and the impact. I don't need the drill. I got two of these. I never heard to use them. They're great. But this one's worn out, so I just need the equivalent impact driver.
Yeah.
18 volt with one battery and one charger. That's all I need.
Steve, do you want a stubby one or a regular one?
Steve, he's asking.
See how long that one is? From here to here?
Steve, he's asking if we want a quiet one or if we want a noisy one. That's what he's asking.
Oh, is that what we want, Mick?
And what amp hour battery do you want as well?
Okay, the one
you want a 5.
One my buddy bought.
You would want 5, wouldn't you? Yeah.
Maybe James is asking if I want brushless or brushed.
No, he's asking if you want to know.
The one my pal bought was $700, and it was the high torque Milwaukee.
That's a lot of money.
I'll have whatever Steve has.
Gord, the guy who had that air filter that was
hydraulic.
missing on the.
Why don't you just send 8 out? There's 8 people on the panel. Just
Why is the camera not working? Oh no! Oh, not again! I'm live. The camera's working. Oh, hang on a bit. Maybe the camera. Where are we? Right, guys. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. I'm just. The camera's not working. Hang on a minute. I know we've had this problem before. Hang on. Now, the wife had the problem with the camera the other day. I'm doing my best to try that. See if that works. I wonder if anybody else can see me because I can't see anybody. What on earth is going on here? Oh, Lordy.
There you are.
I don't conquer.
Have you come from Saltex yet?
Hi, how are you? Are you well? Listen. Mick got about 220 pence, and I'm not exaggerating.
He's lying. He's lying. He's just lying.
I got one.
What one did you get?
Well, I've lost it. I'm just pretending that's one. I've lost the one I got.
Well, you didn't do very well, did
But
you?
what I did get is that. Look at that. Look.
What's that,
Sweeties.
isn't it? Oh, I got 3 of those.
Oh, here we go. Look, here we go. but I do need a word with James, and when he comes back, because I have a photograph here I want to share, and I think I need to have a quiet word with this young man behind the bike shed. Can you see that here?
Is it just me? Hold on. Is it just me, or did James's footprint sound very similar to that of women wearing high heels?
Yes,
it did.
It's my cheap ass stairs that I fitted.
No. You got stilettos on, baby, didn't you?
So you got a
James,
loft.
James, I need a word with you, young man.
Oh, Conker, I've missed you. It's been like nearly 3-4 days.
Can we before we start on the Conker Plonker, can we finish at least get mine and Steve's order sorted out with this impact? So Steve,
Which one's the high torque?
Steve, what is it you needing?
High torque.
So these are identical.
No.
But one is standard, which is this one here.
Yeah.
The other one is a surge, which is that one there.
Oh, surge.
So surge is the anvil is covered in in an oil bath. So hang on, there's squeezy around there.
Oh, we like
because
squeezy.
rather than the metal hitting metal on the anvil,
it's
got oil residue within it, so it's not quite so loud. So in a workshop environment, that's really, really nice because it's more rather than.
Okay.
What is
it?
Okay, so James, hey, I got another question for you. This one right here has brushes in it. So I have taken this apart 4 or 5 times to clean the brushes and get it to work again. It's worn out now. So I would really like a brushless one so I don't have to worry about that anymore. What's the difference between those two? Is one brushed and one brushless?
No, both are brushless. Anything with fuel written on it, I'm trying to use my backwards fingers.
Oh.
Anything with fuel written on it is brushless. So
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Someone is drooling here. Someone is drooling.
Good thing we only see Mick from the waist up.
Why do they call it fuel? Is that just a...
Because that's from my Saltex
that
video.
is something,
Fuel
hey,
is
James,
happening.
I did not know that. If it says fuel on it, that means brushless.
Yeah, definitely.
Did not know that.
Someday
are we sending 2? What are we doing?
Don't miss out, Mick.
Hey, James is not sending me anything for free. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I will not. That will not happen.
So Steve, you are a gentleman and a scholar. James, I'll have one for free if you're bunging one out.
How
As soon as
much
you
are
buy me
they?
that drink, Nick.
How much are they, James?
Hang on, I'm looking here. So the normal one is 125 British pounds, and
That's not bad.
the surge is 179.
How much?
179.
Oh, for a minute there, I thought you said 400. So I don't mess myself.
That's
so they're both 18 volt.
Yeah, both identical.
Well, what the hell is the difference then?
Just explain the oil, the noise.
One is louder than the other, or one is quieter than the other.
Is that tool only or with a battery?
That's tool only.
Yeah.
Another 150 pounds for a battery.
Oh yeah.
59 pounds for a battery. Hang on.
Wait, 59 for how many amp hours? Though?
Steve, you don't need a
for
quiet
5.
machine. Steve, you don't need the oil bath, Steve, and quiet, do you?
Steve, you want to look at the 12 volt series as well in terms of weight reduction.
Love the 12.
Okay, so here's the thing. A chainsaw clutch. I highly doubt if the M12 will take a chainsaw clutch off.
Oh yeah.
It will.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it will.
Yep.
I can't remember the name of it. It's got a 3/8.
It will?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's
He's gonna go do it.
He'll be right back.
Don't let the size of the battery fool you.
It hammers with 33 kilos per centimeter. I don't know what that is in pounds, but it is tough.
It's not the size of the wand; it's the magician that pulls the rabbit out of the hat.
That's what she said.
I hate rabbits.
I beat Stella that time.
I got to do one every week. I got to do one. Right?
Yeah.
So, Conker, did you enjoy your little?
You got to put Luke up beside you so the curtains can kind
Hey,
of.
Steve, this one here, Steve, the M12 Impact.
Yeah, that's
a lot of power.
I got that.
Yeah, I got that one. That is.
See, I don't need that.
Nice.
I don't need that. That's for taking lug nuts and stuff off your.
No. Look at the size. See right there.
That still has the 1/4-inch insert, though.
It still has a small battery. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the 1/4 inch. Yeah, this Impact.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Steve. We. It's no
The M12 is actually a little bit longer.
This poor man is trying to make a living, you guys.
Well, Steve, you might not.
Luke, hey, did you see mixed curtains?
Steve, you might not want the drill, but you might get a better price buying it as a set. You'll get the batteries, you'll get the charger.
Yeah.
Keep your options open. That's
I know what you mean, and that's why I have 2 drills right now.
Right.
That's exactly the reason I have 2 drills that are hardly used because of that reason. You know?
Just throw the other ones away, really.
Steve, I don't have any drills, do I?
Drills? Oh,
I got one.
I can't remember. Are you a Milwaukee guy?
No, I'm anything that I can afford, and I've got.
Oh, right, you're the job mate and Ryobi guy. Holy crap!
I got the hammer drill, I got the cut-off saw, and I got the drills. Yeah,
that's the 12.
Mick's gonna blow his load, I think.
Either that or he's got a pinch of loaf.
Nice set. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I didn't realize they made kits that big.
I got that little cutoff. That's an excellent little tool.
You got a bad buggers.
That 4-inch cutoff that's in that set, excellent.
Oh, beautiful! I love it.
Yeah. So I think actually, Steve, you've got a bit of homework to do, but you've got to figure out what it is you actually want, and the choice is not as easy as that, is it?
I just realized that now. It's not an easy thing. Yeah.
I hate to say anything, but I've got 3 Black & Deckers 20 volts. They've been great because I have 3 of them. I spread the wear out between the 3, and then I've got 4 Kawasaki cordless drills that I keep the bits in just for drilling different holes.
Yeah.
It works.
I think Steve, what you need to do is come over to the UK, come over to the UK, Steve, and trial some stuff. You be good.
I will. Klaus, let me see that again.
Steve.
This one will take any blade bolt off any mower.
That's the high torque.
And I don't know if it's. I don't
Make
know.
it big, Nick.
It'll take the lug nuts off too.
Yep, and it's only 12 volts.
That's
Pistol
right.
grip.
What?
We got that on special offer at the moment.
Yeah.
We got that on special offer with 2 batteries and the charger for £154.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah.
What size batteries?
With 2 amp hour batteries.
Yeah. 2 amp hour.
Yeah.
And guys, if you work in the shop, which most of you do, it does not matter about the amp hours unless you take it outside the shop.
Oh, Steve, that's the one. Steve, that's the one. Steve, that's the one. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the baby.
That's it. And this one, I've been using this one for a year and a half now, and
that'll take.
I love this little thing.
That's live on our website.
Clutches and that off. Okay.
That's still almost 300 Canadian.
And that's I don't know, Klaus, have you got that? How many what's the torque on that one? Is it written on the side?
Sign up. Get a free leaflet.
Something free, eh, Mick?
It's an FIW38.
Look at Steve. Look. Steve's
Google. I'm just like, whoa.
I think it's like around 33 kilos, James, on the high setting. Were we there? On the high setting.
Dick Small Engine.
339 Newton meters. That was.
Yeah.
Dick Small Engine said he paid 113 nicker for the exact same set with a carry case.
This is including the VAT, and prices have probably gone up a lot since then, especially this year.
Is that the M12?
Yeah.
Let's all
I
get
wouldn't
one.
think you can probably.
And
the Amazon wish list. Let's all get
the fast charger.
We've got 4 left in stock.
180 in Canada. 180 bucks in Canada.
The fast charger for these, it takes what, 20 minutes, and it's back on full charge.
Look at Steve.
Yeah,
Look, Steve is just like mesmerized. Look.
James, how many Newton meters? James, how many Newton meter was that?
339.
Wow, that's about 240 foot-pounds. Wow.
For a little thing like that, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Conker, you said you had a question for James as well.
Yes, I need to have a quiet word with him around the back of the bike sheds.
Well, I wouldn't recommend doing it with 97 people in the house.
I need to know a bit more about this.
Yeah, your wife is lovely, Conker.
Yes, I know she is.
Good.
Awkward.
Nick put our rooms next to each other.
All these old jokes.
What is that? Is that James snuggling Conker's wife?
This is what happens. I told you. This is what happens. Oh, what's that? Is that someone putting two fingers up behind your head?
Fill you up with air?
We took a foot bump.
There, look, guys. There's a look of love.
You're like a couple of beach balls.
A look of love.
Whoa,
Holy
Kenny.
I love you.
Did you guys eat each other?
Hang on. People who throw stones in glass houses.
It went downhill from there, Ken. I can tell you.
Holy moly!
Ever seen a new picture of your wife?
Would they have free food samples?
Ken, if
I
they
took
had
the
free
goats.
food samples, Ken, you would have been over here like a shot.
I would have. Absolutely. Oh my God!
Yeah, we had a good couple of days.
Now it's starting to add up. The reason why James was buying free beer for him. Oh, check that out! Look,
That's a good one.
That's a great
pick.
That's when you shouldn't be using.
A touch of AC/DC going on here.
That's when you shouldn't be using.
That was more YMCA, but you know.
That's the two freebie cowboys.
James, did you have a pocket? Did you have a tin of pocket rocket in your pocket at the time or not?
I know it's a to come see emulsion tube.
Oh boy.
What happens at Semtex stays at Semtex, guys. I'll tell you that.
He's still calling it Semtex. Brilliant.
Oh Lord.
Hello.
Where have you been?
Yeah.
Just water.
Vodka. All right.
Nice to see you.
So is it a problem that James is also pouring alcohol down your wife's neck all night? Then
well, as long as there's alcohol, I was happy.
In my defense, right?
Ooh.
I don't have an Amazon wish list.
Is
so
it
I
my
have to-
mind, or are we all on the same page?
Yeah.
Yes.
She did say, James, she thought you were a very nice young man.
Well,
I know.
you're good, James. You're good.
That's a quiet word.
Conker, if I've offended you, I can only apologise because, in my defence, I don't have an Amazon wish list. I have to find my shame elsewhere.
That's right.
Oh.
You're not a bad bugger, I tell you. Thank Christ we only meet up once a year. That's all I'm saying. And James, it cost you a fortune in beer.
To be fair, James, you stood your ground, unlike some.
Yeah, Conker.
Really great. Conker, thank you for your drink. It is much appreciated.
You're
Actually, no,
more
it's
than
two, I
welcome,
think.
man.
Hey, Mick, did you see? I had to put a wish list up too because now that you have one, I put one in.
Well,
Henry, can we have the link?
Hang on. It wasn't my idea about the wish list. I put purchased off of Bruce's wish list first. So technically, Bruce started it all. He just hadn't advertised his. That's all it is.
Okay.
So if you went anyone about wish list, talk to Bruce. He started all this, not me. I just followed suit.
I have a wish list.
Do you?
Nice.
I'm about to, Bruce. I'm going to have a wish list thingy on there. Hammer driller thingy.
Yeah, I might put an impact on mine.
I have one on mine.
It seems to have an impact on most
Decker,
people.
though. Sorry there.
Oh dear, oh
$100.
Has anyone seen my Christmas intro?
No,
not yet.
Micks Mowers brought you an unforgettable Christmas milestone, starring some of the biggest names in the small engine community. This December, it is going to be even bigger and even better. An all-star lineup from your favorite channels: Bruce's Chicanic, 805 Roadkill, Steve Small Engine Saloon, Mower Medic, His Machinery, Musty One, 65 Ford, Terrell Fixes All, Double White 6, and of course, the big man himself, Micks Mowers, the Mower Man. Tune in from 6:30 p.m. UK time, Saturday, December 18th, when we will go down and dirty. Please make sure you are subscribed to all these fantastic channels. We'll see you there.
It's fantastic.
Micks Mowers, the Mower Man.
It's amazing.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, good stuff.
Steve Small Engine Saloon. Gigantic.
Sounds like you had a tourniquet on your neck.
It hurts, doesn't it?
I bang, we all bang together.
Exactly that.
Oh!
Can I come on, Mick?
You just got that, Stella?
Sorry.
No, I was just trying to not acknowledge it, but that's it's okay.
Ask me anything you want. I won't know the answer, but you can ask as many times you like. I don't mind.
That's right.
I can't believe Mick turned his Milwaukee t-shirt round and put his own logo on it.
You have absolutely no shame at all. You're bad. Are those Milwaukee hats free?
I get them free. Yeah.
I've been advertising all stream and no one's offered me shit.
There's a whole table of freebies over there.
Well, I got an American football and a cap last time I bought that thing here.
Well,
yeah, they're pretty cool on that stuff.
You'll find postage to Wiltshire is a lot cheaper than going to America, James. I'll say no more.
You
say that.
You can't say anything.
I was going to send it up on train, but
They've cleared the railway cards. They've cleared them all today.
I thought Mick had been busy.
So have you decided then, Steve?
Sorry, what?
Have you decided what one you want?
You mean which one we want?
Yeah, we want. Yeah, good. Well done. You're playing the game.
Very well done.
This is the royal way, is it?
The only problem with Milwaukee is that when you're looking at, I want that one, and then all of a sudden you also need that.
James, do you hear that? The only problem with Milwaukee. See how I got rid of him. See that? I can't come up here saying Milwaukee. There's a problem.
The only problem with Milwaukee is I don't make enough money out of it. That's for sure.
Unreal.
The only problem is you have to buy two.
Margins are terrible. I even had to buy the sign myself.
That's a beautiful old sign.
Oh, jeez.
It's not old. It's a it's a
remanufactured.
Does it have the torque on it, James? Does it have the variable torque on it, or is it
on the sign?
You know what?
Yes, it does, Bunker. Yes, it does.
Can I talk about how old I am?
What happens?
Yeah.
You gotta have a variable thingy, a variable torque on it.
And in this position here, it will simply just screw down a nut. The minute it reaches resistance, it stops. So if you're torquing hit bolts, you use this setting, and then you screw them in with this. It stops before it tightens anything, and you torque them. It's
really, bit of sense. Look at that, Lucy. Bit of sense.
You talk a very good job, Klaus. I've always said that.
Yeah, I don't want one that big. That's too big for what I use it for.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You gotta have them big. Go big, mate. Every time. Go large.
Stella, leave it. Leave it.
You know what I say, Steve? You know what I say, Steve? Go big or go home. Simple as that, brother.
That's way too big for me, man.
You know, when I started,
That's what she said.
What do you mean? What sort of size is that, Klaus? What sort of size is that? Let's have a look. Is it the same as my D-wall I've got, or what?
Is that 3/8, Klaus?
The little guy.
That's 3/8. Yeah.
Well, it's got a square joint on it, not the click and collect.
That's not the impact. Yeah. Well, that's the one for sockets.
I have one similar to the first one James showed. It's an M18 with it's a small.
You know what?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Is it better now?
I was a bit
Everybody's
glitchy
speechless now.
Yeah.
No, Ron's gone with the echo sign.
What was the one? What was the one with the hexy? Has it got one with a hexy bit on it, James?
The impact bits.
M12.
Yeah.
That's the 1/4-inch quick release.
I think that one would do me. And you've got one. You got one that's quiet, ain't you, or not? Yeah. So
that's the one I want.
Does the noise matter because you guys all work alone, except for James' shop?
Well, that brings me to my next question. Those quick release 1/4-inch hex things, can you get that in an M18?
Oh yeah,
that's that one.
Yeah.
That's that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's M18. Okay.
Hang on.
And 12 on the left.
And you got
it's opposite to you, isn't it? So, yeah,
And
M12 on the left.
And the M18 has 4 settings too.
Okay.
Yeah, whereas it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got them under here.
Right.
You press the button there to go through for. It's got easy, medium, hard, and then it's got the
tension,
the vibration
mode. Tech settings. So for like shed roofs and things like that, where you want to drill and screw all in one go.
The oh my god setting.
The jackhammer.
Why did it break the
It's not hammer. It goes wee and then grrr, and then wee and then grrr.
Very good sound effects.
Very good.
Do that again.
I do a lot of telephone sales. Wee grrr, wee.
Hey, James, how do you spell that?
I'm not sure.
VWER.
There's a lot of.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you spell that over in Canada. It's better than goat noises.
It is 9 o'clock. I've got to pack up and what have you. So I'm lucky we actually managed to do this stream tonight because my internet was so bad. So I'm glad we all managed to have a laugh and a joke. And I think I might impress myself actually, James. I might have to give you an email and see what best suit me. I think I might have to upgrade as well. No, on a serious note, I would like to get something a bit newer because my D-wall is it's all right, but it's showing some signs. So I have overworked it. So yeah, I might have to get older, have a chat. So I'm the same boat as Steve.
Yeah.
I need to just figure out what it is actually needed for.
And there's no getting away from it. Your D-wall still has value selling it, so it's no matter what condition it's in. Second-hand tools have got a lot of people like fiddling about with it, as we do with engines and stuff.
Well, the reason I think I already said this, but I've had it apart like 4 times to fix the brushes. I am sick and tired of brushes. I want brushless. Simple as that.
Steve,
yeah.
Steve, do if you're sick and tired of brushes, mate, just do what I do. Shave it off. Right, I've got to go. Look after yourselves. I'll see you on the next one. And don't forget that for those of you that don't yet know or haven't yet seen it, I am going live on the 18th of December with some fantastic panelists. So make sure you check out my intro and give us a thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever you like, on your way out. So catch you later.
All the best from the smaller.
Last Christmas, Micks Mowers brought you an unforgettable Christmas starring some of the biggest names in the small engine community. This December, it is going to be even bigger and even better. An all-star lineup from your favorite channels. Bruce's Shop, 805 Road King, Steve Small Engine Saloon, Mower Medic, Hayes Machinery, Musty One, 65 Ford, Terrell Fixes All, Double White 6, and of course, the big man himself, Micks Mowers, the Mower Man. Tune in from 6:30 p.m. UK time on Saturday, December 18th, where we'll get down and dirty. Please make sure you are subscribed to all these fantastic